can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
Blockey Sports Network, welcome back to more BHLFC content. We have a lot of games to get through today, including a bunch of knockout games. My name's Felix Foxshot. I'll be running your desk, providing your play-by-play. To my right, we have my very good, very amazing friend, Gio. You'll be seeing him a lot here to start out with on the desk. We'll have more people join us here tonight. This is also the first game ever since the first round of knockouts, and for those who aren't aware, the reassignments were handed out to the teams that did make it through that stage. 2 teams were eliminated in Cleveland and Santa Clara. Those players were handed out today. Langley will have Hippo Melon and Quacks as well, and Green Bay will have the responsibility of having to play out Pete Gamer, Dave, and Goblin Shark. Gio, really quick, what difference does this make for these 2 teams here ever since the reassignments? I mean, with Green Bay, Pete Gamer and Dave surely make Green Bay a better team just on market value alone.
I mean, Dave has proven through this whole tournament he's one of the best goalies that's playing right now, and him going on to the Glaciers for this game, that his impact cannot be understated.
Impact is going to be a big factor here as well. Langley has been one of the most consistent teams in this tournament here so far, and I'm really excited to see just what more they can take. But we're getting here real quick. Looks like Green Bay will be taking their extra 5 minutes, so we have more time to talk about a few other things here as well. For those who don't know, this is the first game of a 4-game header here. We're starting out with Green Bay and Langley. Followed quickly after, we'll see the Cleveland Capybaras taking on Miami. And then those remaining 2 games against both San Francisco and Akron, respectively, those will be filled out by the winners of these games, respectively. We'll talk more about that as we get closer. Gio, as someone who has been playing BHL and Blockey Hockey a lot over the last little bit as well, and has been playing a fair share of time in this tournament, what is something to you that's really stand out apart in terms of what this tournament has done versus something like the World Junior Championships of last season?
First things first, this whole tournament has been about coming together as a community after someone received very horrible news. And I'm really proud of this community for just banding together and rallying around one of our members who's going through a very tough time in their life. So I'm incredibly happy about how this community has just come together.
I can't argue with that. This is done with a great purpose here. We are very proud to be able to do something for someone that means so much to the community. We have already raised more than $1,200 through donations, more than 2,000 now at this point, my apologies, over 2,000 and continuously growing for Locke's treatment. Locke's my friend. We really appreciate everything that you mean to the BHO community, and we are all here for you. We really appreciate your stuff. If you are wanting to donate more money, you can visit the Blockey Sports Network website. There are many donations through the web store here as well, and even if you can't, just spread the word. We're trying to make this as meaningful as possible, and we're really appreciating everyone's effort here so far. Real quick, though, Gio, back to the actual game here at hand. These are 2 really good teams that have really faced a fair share of adversity. Langley less so. I feel like Langley has been that, just that stable team. That one that everyone's been looking forward to playing, one that everyone wants to play for. If you're Green Bay here, you've definitely earned your right to play in this game here, but you've had a few moments that really have shown, just how much more there is to improve. What's Green Bay's strategy here? How do they get out of the gate here early against a Langley team that's probably gunning to win it all?
Well, the thing with Langley is that in the top 7 skaters in this tournament so far, 4 of them are from Langley. So that's something that Green Bay really has to worry about. Their defensive game has really not been all too great. As of right now, they have a -5 goal differential in the tournament, so their defense has not been great. But with Dave coming in, being one of the best goalies in the tournament, that hopefully is going to make a great change for them. And Peanut Butter and Banana Man, we know already that they're a great combination. But let's see how well they can actually perform when they have someone on the back line.
We're really excited to see, and like you mentioned before, 4 of the 7 top scorers in this tournament so far are from Langley. Owen, T7, I Am Silent, and Felt all respectfully are Langley. I'm really excited to see what they can go and do out here tonight. But real quick, Gio, what is your score prediction out here tonight? What do you think we're going to see?
I like Dave. I think he's a great goalie, but Owen and T7 have just been firing on all cylinders this tournament. I'm going to have to predict that Langley's going to take this 4-2.
4-2 Langley. Can't argue with that prediction whatsoever, but only time will tell. The world of hockey, while so amazing, is in fact one of the most convoluted sports in the world for good reason. And of course, as well, one of these teams will be fighting for the right to play another game here tonight later on. But we'll get to that later, but we'll go down to center ice real quick. Referee on the scene, Joe Dog. Thank you for reffing here tonight. Gonna get a quick penalty here, as Green Bay did take the extra 5. They will get the extra penalty. Starting lineups here for tonight for both teams. Langley starting out, Cubic Banjo in net, and Green Bay going to the spectacular Dave, who has really made a mark in this tournament. Green Bay, though, will be serving the penalty. Looks like General Lemonade will go off. He's waiting for the penalty box to open. Langley throwing out a lineup here of T7, Owen, and Yorkshire to start. Green Bay going to throw out Peanut Butter and Banana Man to start the penalty kill. Joe Dog to sit. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, he knows. Okay, he knows.
AllahFresco is here.
Yeah, AllahFresco is here now. Now we have 2 refs. So I guess he did show up. Guys, back to center. Hey, everyone, turn around. Guys. Thank you. Everyone turn around. Back to center ice, my friends. There we go, we got it.
We figured it out.
We got there eventually. Referee AllahFresco and co-referee Joe Dog now officially get started. Banana Man and Peanut Butter starting out for Green Bay. Owen, T7, and Yorkshire starting out for Langley on the power play to start, and we are live. Face-off 1-4 cleanly by Owen as he re-enters the zone. Good pass over to T7. Can't quite make it. There's Peanut Butter. Was able to get there first. Barking out of the zone is Owen. Gets it back in. Offside quickly. Will be in front of the Green Bay bench. Green Bay being able to field the full roster here tonight by the looks of it on their bench. That's always great to see. Looks like Langley might be playing a 5-man operation. We know that Lakely J is not going to be actually playing. He is the manager. Owen, though, with the clean face-off win back, but Banana Man with great pressure. Yorkshire now in his own zone. Can't get quite past Banana Man. Banana Man pull back 1, pull back 2, pull back 3. Can't quite find the shot. But good pressure there from Banana Man. Able to play it up, though, getting it past T7. Owen, though, playing defense there, able to launch it back into the Green Bay zone. Peanut Butter taking it away. Yorkshire trying to throw a shot on net. Can't quite make it. Banana Man will carry it forward. Past T7. Past Owen. Now Owen, though, with control of it. Right in the zone. The penalty has expired. General Lemonade is back on the ice here for Green Bay. Good penalty kill. No shots against for Green Bay. That's exactly what you want to start. Peanut Butter, though, bad pass, bad giveaway to T7, but Banana Man able to get back and make the good defensive play, launching that puck back out of the zone towards center ice. Owen trying to re-enter the zone, being pressured there by Peanut Butter. General Lemonade can't quite find a handle on. Here comes Owen, shot, good save by Dave. First of many for big save Dave. I'm sure he'll be facing a lot of shots here tonight. Owen, though, re-entering the zone, being pressured by the biggest orange. Playing it out, trying to launch the puck out of the zone here. Able to get it going there at least a little bit. Orange now trying to carry it back in the zone. Felt, though, back on the ice as both teams make changes. T7 trying to get off. He is dead tired. Now here's the big thing for Green Bay. Langley does not have enough to field another 3-man lineup. So have to play 2, but Felt doing it all by himself. Another good save from Dave here. If Green Bay wants to get out on the right foot here, this is exactly the line to do it against. To be fair, Vandy and Felt have been fantastic players throughout the entire tournament so far, but 2 against 3, you know, the numbers don't lie. Those numbers aren't great. Biggest orange, though, able to keep it in the offensive zone for Green Bay, trying to pass it out in front to the Turkey Java, cleared out of the way, though, by Vandy. Behind the net, Vandy trying to exit the zone, being pressured once again by the biggest orange. Vandy taking his time, waiting for that moment to exit the zone, but blocked once again by the biggest orange. Felt trying to get it out of the zone. Another play there to keep it in the zone by the biggest orange. Vandy, though, Trying to carry it forward. See if he can exit the zone cleanly. Does so. Takeaway, though, by Banana Man. Banana Man have a step here. Edges zone there. Chance. Good save by Cubic Banjo. First of the night for him. Pass out in front to Peanut Butter. He wasn't ready for it, though. He'll just reset as both teams will make changes here. Pass on back out for it. Yorkshire first on it here. Played it forward. Pass over to T7. T7 trying to enter the zone. Gets past 1. Gets past 2. Felt trying to break it out in front of T7. Can't quite find it. Banana Man first on it. Shot there from distance. Can't quite find its way to the net. Owen now in control of it. Passes it over to T7. T7 gets that puck first, getting past General Lemonade. Shot from T7 just on the far post. Good passing played there by the Sockeyes. Can't quite make its way into the back of the net. Just a few inches to the left. BNR trying to exit the zone. Good takeaway by Owen. Owen passing it over to T7. Good defensive play there by Banana Man. BNR Butter trying to exit the zone. Can't quite find it. Owen continues to pressure here. Chance there. Pass out in front. T7 can't quite find it there. Banana Man got there first. Banana Man clearing out of the zone. General Lemonade finally able to get off here. And on comes Turkey Java. Langley now making change. Shot there from distance from Owen. Got past Dave, but it's not crossing the line. Owen though with another chance. Good save by Dave. He'll hold on to it. Big save, Dave. Making his mark here early. Green Bay able to getting themselves reset here. I think Langley knows what the faceoff is. Oh, there we go. They figured it out. Faceoff though. Won by Vandy, I believe. Vandy cleared it out. Can't quite find a Turkey Java there first. Here comes the Turkey Java. Gets past 1. Gets past 2. Laid to the net. Sits there. Good defensive play by the Sockeyes. I don't know if that was Vandy or Felt that got it away from the crease, but good job by them. Here comes the biggest orange, though, who has made his mark here early, especially in the offensive zone, keeping the play drive going for the Glaciers. Turkey Java, though, interrupting it. Here comes Felt, though, able to keep it going forward. In the corner, Felt battling with the Turkey Java. Vandy, though, able to keep it in the zone. They'll reset here. Vandy getting it over. Played out of the situation by Dave. Puck out of the zone. Felt first on it. The biggest orange able to clear it out. Looks like Mr. Cat on Twitch has made his debut here as well in the offensive zone. Vandy re-entered in the zone, being pressured by the biggest orange. Coming off the ice now. Peanut Butter jumping on. Here comes Peanut Butter. Just playing it back into the zone, letting Green Bay get the opportunity to get some new skaters on the ice. General Lemonade out there as well. 1 minute remaining here in this first period here. Langley and Green Bay both tied respectively. Langley, though, playing way more far aggressive. Dave will keep the puck to the side of the net here. Playing it forward. Owen now will take the face-off. One back cleanly. Play blown dead, though. Face-off violation. That's tough if you're the Langley. I had a great chance at a great lane, but miscommunication. Playing it out. Owen versus Banana Man in the face-off dot. Right to Dave. Played, I believe, one forward by Owen, but first possession goes to Green Bay and General Lemonade. Here comes T7 trying to batter into the zone. All of the Glaciers waited for that. Chance 1, chance 2. Got behind Dave. He cleared it off the line. The giant wall. Big save, Dave. Another save. Rebound can't be found by Owen. Cleared out by Peanut Butter. Man, what action. We knew that Dave was going to make his mark, but we didn't think like this. Another shot, another save, and played out by Dave. Peanut Butter in his own corner. Owen trying to play it out. Can't quite find it. General Lemonade intercepts, and here come the Glaciers the other way. Yorkshire, though, will take it back into his own end and play it out. The final 10 seconds remaining here in the first period here. After what started out as a fair contest, the last minute or so all belong to Green Bay, and that will conclude the first period of play here live with the BHLFC. Score tied at 0 respectively for both teams. Shots 7-1 though in favor of the Sockeyes. As we'll go back to this, for their first period of mission report, we're starting right now. We'll get the first period of mission report. Blockey Sports Network live with the BHLFC, sponsored by nobody. That was a big breath. All right, we got it under control. Welcome to this is one mysterious fish. I can't quite see you behind Gio's big fat head. Hi, fish. Nice to see you back there. There, I see you back there. Anyways, Fish, we'll go to you to start here since I don't think Gio's quite here. But Fish, we can start over here with you. I don't think you can hate that period at all if you're Langley here. I mean, you haven't scored a goal here, but that period entirely became in your control as it went on. What did they have to do, though? Now it's less about finding the offensive pressure. Now it's about how are you going to get past Dave.
Yeah, the big story is how you get past Dave. I mean, they were really, really close there towards the end, right on the goal line, and just a great save there by Dave with help from his defenders, it looked like. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, is just getting past Dave. He's had some great positioning and made some good saves. Really, if I'm Langley, I would be pretty happy with that period, getting 7 shots compared to Green Bay's 1.
Exactly here. I mean, the story going into this game was obviously going to be Dave. One of the more surprising names in this term has came out of almost what seemed like nowhere and has made his mark here early. Reminds me of a couple other names like Bagu as well, who have graced the scene here over the last couple months here. But real quick here, one note on Green Bay. I feel like they just kind of got themselves flat-footed. They didn't start the game here out bad at all. They were keeping themselves up with Langley, but towards the end, especially that final minute and a half here, really felt like they just couldn't keep their foot on the gas here. But we're definitely going to see here, still a lot of game left, 10 total minutes here. Welcome back, Gio. He has repaired from the Shadow Realm, but unfortunately, we got to go back to center ice.
Don't go to the Shadow Realm, guys. Do not go there. Worst experience of my life.
Don't go to the Shadow Realm. It is dark, it is cold, and more importantly, they only serve Diet Pepsi. Back to the face-off, though, we go. Banana Man, Peanut Butter, and General Lemonade starting the second period here for Green Bay, Owen, Yorkshire, and T7. No changes here so far. But here comes Banana Man with a great chance here early. Can't get past Owen. Owen coming back the whole way back and able to make a great defensive play. Shot there from T7, and he scores! Started one end, comes all the way back. T7's not going to miss from there. Fantastic effort. Credit to Owen. He never gave up on the defensive play. Got the puck over. T7 with an amazing, blistering shot off the post and in. It is 1-0 Langley.
I mean, with the volume of shots that Langley was putting up, you think that one was going to go in eventually. And here we have Dave getting beat for the first time this game. It just felt inevitable at this point, and now Langley takes it 1-0.
Langley up 1. Cannot discredit Dave's effort here so far here. He's been the best player on the ice here for both teams respectfully, and I do not care what anybody says. But here comes Owen with another chance here, trying to get past Dave again, and the doors have blown wide open here. 6 seconds after the first goal, Owen wins the faceoff, took control, walked the puck in, got it past Dave, and it is 2-0 Langley.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Langley gets 2 goals in really quick succession here, blowing this game wide open. And if Green Bay does not change something soon, I think their hopes are going to be quashed just like that within the span of a minute in the second period.
Langley putting on so much heat. The glaciers are succumbing to global warming, you could say. Face-off, though, coming live here. Still a lot of game left. This is Blockey Hockey. Anything can happen, just like real-life hockey. Owen, though, with great control, following the face-off win. Shot from Owen there. Dave's not going to be beaten another time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me from Owen. But Owen continues to have great control of it. Can't quite make his way towards the net there. But Peanut Butter exiting the zone. Green Bay might have numbers here, but Owen coming rushing all the way back from the other side and able to keep that play going. There's a reason why this man went first overall in the BHLFC draft and is one of the biggest prospects maybe in Blockey sports history. We're excited to see what happens to him after the tournament here and the upcoming draft. But Peanut Butter not giving up here, continuing the pressure moving, can't quite find a shot there. Yorkshire with the plate out towards the corner. Owen, though, playing it back. Here comes Banana Man. Shot there. Got past Cubanjo, but didn't quite make its way towards the net there. Play will reset. Owen in his own corner, trying to play it out. Pull back there, trying to confuse Peanut Butter. Does so, but he can't get it quite off there. Peanut Butter with a great pass to the biggest orange, and that's exactly what Green Bay need. Put some peanut butter on that orange. Those two combined for a classic Blockey sport goal, and it is 2-1 Langley, and Green Bay after giving up those 2 goals in 6 seconds, suddenly the Glaciers have a new scent of life.
Biggest Orange really has been pushing for a goal this whole tournament. He's been on their second line, and he has been desperately trying to get a goal, and it comes at one of the most opportune times for Green Bay. They cut this lead in half. They're right back in this game.
Right back in it, not going away is Green Bay. This is what we love to see. Doesn't matter if you're the best team or the worst team stat-wise. You always love a competitive game here, and that's exactly what we're getting here. Biggest Orange, though, continuing to try to break that puck out of his own zone, but Vandy, though, is there. But here comes Orange again, getting past 1, getting past 2. He might have a chance here. Here comes Orange, chance there, blocked by Cubic Banjo. Pull back move there, can't quite find a way towards the net, though, as Felt will bring it out here. Felt and Vandy, the 2-man operation here for Langley, trying to find something here. Great play by Dave to get it out of the way. Vandy with a shot from distance, just far of the net there. Vandy taking it out, waiting for Felt, cleared out by the Turkey Java. Turkey Java playing it out, losing that puck though to Vandy, but he's able to get it back though before another shot could be found by the Sockeyes. Vandy trying to play it out, forcing the puck towards the net though, can't quite find any room between Dave and the post. Here comes the Turkey Java, but Vandy though, able to get back, just reading the play so well. Vandy's pure game sense has gone unnoticed here, I think, a lot in this tournament, and credit where credit is due. His sight has been spectacular. Shot there by T7, just glazing off the post there. T7 trying to do a fancy pull move, can't quite find it though, but Owen back on the puck there, and T7 scores again. T7 and Owen combining for another great goal here. Malfunction at the junction for the Glaciers in the defensive zone, and Langley has restored their 2-goal lead. It is 3-1 Sockeyes.
That was a combination of a fantastic pass and poor defense on the Glaciers' part. Mr. Cat is on him in the slot, but just isn't in a position of where he can hit the puck away from T7. Open hits it towards the slot. Owen is wide open, and Owen gets a good pass to him. T7 wide open, and he just puts it in. Now Langley's up 3-1.
3-1 after a scoreless first period. These two teams have combined for 4 goals within the first half of the second period. Here comes Banana Man, though. Shot from distance, and he scores! As I've said many a times, and for some reason he likes me saying it is once again peanut butter jelly time for Banana Man, immediately responding to the Langley goal with his own, and just like that, the Glaciers are back to only down 1. I mean, what's going on now?
Looks like it's just going to be back and forth. Banana Man, Peanut Butter, they're both very great offensively. It was only a matter of time until they found their game. And it looks like we got the peanut butter and banana sandwich out there with the General Lemonade as a drink. And so far, that's worked pretty well for them.
And I'm gonna lie, that sounds really good, right? The lunch line is, as they're, we're gonna call this line the lunch line, and I don't care. Banana Man, General Lemonade, and Peanut Butter combining for another good goal here, restoring the only 1-goal deficit seconds after Langley made it 3-1. It is now back to a 1-goal game here. General Lemonade keeping that puck in the zone. Banana Man, though, trying to keep that play going. Peanut Butter trying to find a shot there. Can't quite find it. He'll play it back towards his teammate here, but here comes T7. 2 goals here tonight. He's on hat-trick watch. T7 still trying to force that play towards the zone. Nobody waiting there for the pass. General Lemonade clearing it out, but here comes Owen. But General Lemonade able to keep that play moving forward. Another block by General Lemonade. Another block by General Lemonade. He is forcing that puck towards the offensive zone here. Banana Man now playing that puck forward, trying to find something here. General Lemonade once again forcing that puck back in towards the offensive zone. Felt trying to play it forward. Another block by General Lemonade. Behind the Sockeye net we go. Felt passing it out towards Vandy, but taken away by the biggest Orange. Into the corner. Orange trying to play it out. He'll play it behind the net here. Good pullback move there. Nobody was quite ready. I don't think the Turkey Java was waiting for that at all, but what a great play by Orange to get himself some space and working out for it. Can't quite find it. The biggest Orange now continues to play it forward, passing it over to the Turkey Java. Here comes the Turkey Java. Can't quite make its way into the zone. Felt able to play it out. Biggest Orange, though, able to make another good defensive play and force it into his own corner. Playing it out. Vandy with a shot there. Easy save for Dave. He'll play it out. Orange battling with Vandy in the corner. Vandy trying to play it out. Can't quite find it. Here comes the Biggest Orange. Gets around Yorkshire. Gets the puck pass. Felt there momentarily, but can't quite make its way towards the net here. Turkey Java launching that puck back into his own zone, letting the Glaciers get a couple of changes out here. Looks like they're going for a full change as the lunch line has reintroduced themselves back into the game here. Nanaman playing it forward. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. What started out as a 0-0 game has now blown into a 3-2 lead for the Sockeyes, full of just, honestly, just great hockey. Honestly, I can't even discredit that. T7 battling with Lemonade in the corner, trying to play it out. T7, though, shot from distance. Easy glove grab by Dave. He'll play it out. Owen now, battling with the corner, trying to make sure that the Glaciers don't have any more room to work with here in this period. Good pullback move by Owen, trying to break it free. Good clear up by General Lemonade on the peanut butter. Being pressured there by T7, trying to play it out. Yorkshire clears it out of the zone, but here comes Banana Man. Shot there, saved by Cubic Banjo. And something that we haven't talked a lot about has been the goaltending for the Sockeyes. I mean, just numbers-wise, Langley has scored 3 goals on 13 shots. And another shot there can't find its way into the back of the net by T7 off the post here. And that will conclude an action-packed second period here, live on the BHLFC. Score 3-2 in favor of the Sockeyes. Shots 13-4 in favor of the Sockeyes here. As we go back to this here with the second period intermission report, we're starting right now. Welcome to the second period intermission report. Blockey Sports Network with live with the BHLFC, sponsored by nobody. It has another big breath. Jim, start here with you. I mean, I want to talk about the lunch line real quick. I don't know about anybody else. I want to talk about the lunch line. Peanut butter, the Biggest Orange, and Banana Man. I mean, what a fun line that has been to watch out here tonight. They have combined for both Glaciers goals. Them and Dave. I'm not saying anything, but I feel like anytime that line is out there, Green Bay legitimately has a chance.
Well, they are by far the best line that Green Bay has to offer. Peanut Butter and Banana Man, we've already seen them. Banana Man, he's got a goal in this game. And General Lemonade, he's actually kind of surprised me. He's just a very gritty player. He's just getting into there. On the boards there, we saw against Owen, he was just crouching on the boards, just slowly moving the puck up past him. I love to see that kind of gritty hockey.
He isn't the flashiest, but just like Lemonade, he is always battling for position at the table. Fish, I'm going to throw it over to you here. I can't, you're back there, right? I see you, Fish. Hey, Fish. Fish, over to you. Yeah, there you are. Fish, over to you here real quick. If you're Langley, what's the panic level at? I mean, maybe you have scored a lot here, and you've been dominating the offensive zone, but the combination of questionable defense and very questionable goaltending, do you think there's any panic at all on that bench?
Personally, I wouldn't panic at all. I feel like you can just outscore Green Bay. I mean, they've done it so far this game, and I feel like the key for Langley in this third period is to continue playing the offense is the best defense type of game, and that's how they're going to get past this round.
I can't argue with that. Thank you, Fish, my friend. We're going to go back down to center ice here. 6 more minutes of hockey at minimum left to be played. We'll see what they throw out here. The Biggest Orange starting out with the Turkey Java and General Lemonade. Looks like General Lemonade's got another chance out there on both lines. Langley throwing out Owen, Yorkshire, and T7. No changes there. Play controlled forward, though, by Owen. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. Owen, though, continues to battle forward into the corner now, being pressured by the Turkey Java. Owen over to T7, shot off the post again. Man, you know what? Something we haven't talked about, T7, he's found his way into the wide open slot a bunch of times here. And that's like, what, the 3rd or 4th chance that he's had that's just gone off the post here. It's such a good player. I feel for the young guy. You know, I'm really hoping that he can kind of rebound after a couple of those. Yorkshire, though, continued moving it forward, trying to get over to T7. Cleared out by the Biggest Orange. Owen, though, pullback move there. Chance there. Cleared out, though, by Owen. He'll play it out towards the corner. T7 blocked the pass by the Turkey Java into the corner. Laying it out forward. The biggest orange trying to race for that puck. Owen, though, first on it. Something that I have noticed as well. Yes, thank you, Gio, as well. It looks like Green Bay has changed up their lines a bit. Looks like they've pulled out Mr. Cat, who's looked a little bit rough at times out there, but is genuinely trying his hardest out there with Banana Man and Peanut Butter. I don't know if I would have switched up the lunch line, but we'll see what happens here. Here comes Banana Man, though, with space. Can't get it quite past Vandy. Gives it away, though. Chance from Vandy. Saved by Dave. Rebound. Another save by Dave. Holy crap. What, like, my God, Dave. Big save, Dave, making his mark once again here. Cleared out by Peanut Butter. Forcing that play forward. Can't get quite past Velt. Banana Man, though, first on it. Trying to create some space. Getting around Vandy. Here comes Banana Man. Shot from the corner slot there. Saved by Cubic Banter. Here comes Felt the other way. A shot. Saved by Dave. Now we go back and forth here. Banana Man. Behind the net now. Green Bay still only down 1 goal here. See if they can find another in that bag here. Played out. Banana Man continues to have space. Gets past one. Can't get quite past Felt. General Lemonade now. Trying to play it forward. Gets a step past Vandy. Trying to throw a shot on net here, but here comes T7. Good line change there by Langley to get the fresh legs out there. T7 once again. Taken away by Orange. Good ping, though, by I believe that was Vandy. To keep that play moving forward for the Sockeyes. T7 walking past everyone. Another save by Dave. Shot there from Owen. Another save by Dave. He'll hold on to it. 18 shots for Langley. And Dave is just making his mark and is giving Green Bay every fighting chance he has in those bones of his to keep the play moving and giving Green Bay a chance. Face off one back though. T7, and he score! Hat trick for T7. Another great pass by Owen. The play is now under review for a face-off violation. I'm not going to say anything until we get definitive proof. Referee on the scene. AllahFresco. There was an FOV. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. The face-off violation.
I believe it was on the Glaciers with the FOV, so that FOV saves them a goal here.
Green Bay been thrown the biggest bone. FOV on the Glaciers here. We will reset the play. Langley thought they might have had enough to get it done here, but if FOV on General Lemonade and the away team, we will reset the face-off here. Puck. One. It's another FOV. Okay.
That's a penalty. Yeah.
That's a penalty. So technically, okay. Yeah. Towards Green Bay here. I believe Green Bay does. Yeah, they have to choose somebody on the ice here, which sucks because those 3 skaters are some of your best. They try to throw Mr. Cat on the ice to take the penalty. That's not allowed, guys. You can't do that. I appreciate the attempt, though. One of the Turkey Java, the biggest orange, and General Lemonade have to serve the penalty. They got to decide. And it looks like it'll be General Lemonade for the penalty out there. Mr. Cat will try to make his way off the ice here. Langley now, the 3rd attempt on this same face-off. 2 face-off violations. A goal taken away. Now they're on the power play. Let's see if they can capitalize. Face-off. Hey, his Discord's down. That's why.
Uh-oh. You might need to pause. Oh, no, we're
yeah,
back. We're back.
We're back. We're back. All right, we're good. Nothing happened. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing happened. Time has concluded for us. What's happening in this fucking third period? I didn't mean to swear. Sorry. What has happened in this third period? I feel like I've played 3 games here in this third period. Langley, though, continues to play it out. It's now 2-on-2 because Langley can't field the extra skater due to stamina. So now it's 2-on-2. Felt clearing it out, blocked by the Turkey Java. Turkey Java still trying to move it forward. They're battling with Vandy. Nope, Fish was a mistake. Calm down, Fish. Biggest Orange Hill battling in the corner with Vandy. Playing it out there. Power play over for the Sockeyes. Good kill by the Glaciers. They're able to keep them in the game here. 2.5 to go here in the third period. Sockeyes still up 1 after what has been a lot, honestly. It's been a lot of just pure content. Vandy, though, trying to play it out. Banana Man trying to force that puck back into the offensive zone for the Glaciers. He does. Felt, though, trying to break it out. Another good play by Banana Man. 3 skaters back on the ice here for the Sockeyes.
About it. But the way they've been playing recently, I just don't think they're going to be able to cut back into this game.
It's not impossible, but the Glaciers are going to need a performance and make their mark just as big as the glacier that sunk the Titanic. Banana Man, though, winning that puck forward. Owen, though, with control of it in his own corner, trying to give Banana Man not a lot of room to work with. Banana Man just trying to force that puck into the net there. Save and played out by Cubic Banjo. Banana Man passing it over to General Lemonade. He gave that puck away a little bit to T7. T7 tried to re-enter the zone. Good play by Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter continue to playing it forward. Owen, though, with control of it. 1.5 to go in the third. Time running out here for the Glaciers. Owen forcing that play out of the zone here, getting past 1. The big body, though, of the biggest Orange continues to make his mark here, even as the game has gone maybe a little bit away from the Glaciers. A lot of these players have made a great performance here out of tonight, but here comes Owen again. Shot there, can't find its way to the back of the net, just off the post there. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Langley still up by 2. Pass over to T7, absolutely robbed by Dave. Regardless of the result here for the Glaciers, everybody's going to be looking at Dave at the start of the next JBHL season. I think they have to.
Oh yeah, certainly. With the way he's played this tournament, I mean, he is for sure going to be one of the top goalie prospects. I do think he's probably going to get a season in JBHL, as I do think this upcoming season would be his first. So I think he's going to get that at least, but he's definitely going to be the one to look out for.
Oh, I don't argue with that whatsoever. I'm really excited to see what Dave can do. And this is great for the JBHL after last season where goaltending maybe was at one of the lowest points it's been in a long time. I say that as a goalie myself. But Banana Man, though, playing that puck forward. Owen with control of it. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Shot by T7, and Langley adds another one. There's the hat trick for T7. Finally, after getting that third goal removed earlier. 5 points for Owen as well. That is what the Sockeyes are made of. And it is now 5-2, and that is game, set, and match.
Yeah, it was a good effort from the Glaciers, but unfortunately, no cigar. They're going to be falling down out of this in the semifinals. They will be headed to the third place game, though, so their tournament is not over quite just yet. But Langley now is going to be moving on to the semifinals against the San Francisco Silly Cats.
The Silly Cats have a great task ahead of them. I mean, this Langley team showing that they do not give up. They've been scoring in bunches here. Regardless of what they may say, though, the Glaciers should not feel bad about this performance at all. They fought every single time a goal was scored. They kept the play going, and they just never gave up. Back and forth a lot of the time here, but that will probably do it. Another shot by Orange, saved by Cubic Banjo. Rebound can't quite be found. Played out. One more attempt for Banana Man, another save by Cubic Banjo. 3, 2, 1. And the Sockeyes, off the back of a great game by T7 and Owen, will move on to the next round. Green Bay should not feel bad about themselves at all, especially Dave. Hang your head up high, good man. you have made yourself a prominent name to look out for next season, and we are all excited to see what you can do. Handshakes down at center ice here for the Glaciers and for Langley. Every Langley player making sure that they give Dave his flowers here as well. They have been spectacular towards him. We're going to take a real short break here, and we'll be right back with our next game up on the docket, which will see the Cleveland Capybaras taking on the Miami Mirage. We'll be right back.
That was bad for me.
You made one
my
mistake.
Wi-Fi, I don't know what the fuck's going on. No, not even that. It's just my Wi-Fi was
your
just
Wi-Fi,
killing
that
me
too.
this whole game.
That too. Yeah, it's all right. To be fair,
And
this
I
is
have
why
to
you
stream Numb after this, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that.
Yo, well, try your best, bud. That's all you can do. Try your best. Cleveland and Miami. All right. And the next one, I'm only not playing. I could keep going. If Sheep's gonna want to work with me, I love working with Sheep. I just can't do the last one since I'm gonna be on the bench for Akron because Soda's starting. Oh yeah. Oh, they can still hear us on the cast. Blockey Sports Center, we are back here with our second game here of tonight in the BHLFC. Thank you for joining us. We just saw the Langley Sockeyes eliminate the Glaciers from Green Bay. Now we have the Cleveland Capybaras facing off against Miami Mirage. My name's Felix Foxtrot. You know me. I'm still here. I'm still on the desk. My friend Fish, he's still here. He'll be helping me out. Al is still here. He's now on the desk, but he's also reffing. He didn't even bother to take off his clothes and change him out, but I can't blame him. He's got to ref another game here tonight. New wave of players as well. We talked about this before in the reassignments, but Cleveland now getting Light Shadow Clap, Clay Drew, and Lil Man to round out that roster, and Miami Mirage getting both Woodamans and Roman, probably two of some of the best players and coolest people I know playing for the Mirage here. Mysterious Fish, I throw it over to you here to start. I mean, if you're Miami, you already have a very solid roster that's now only gotten better with both Roman and Woodaman. What do you make of that, personally?
I feel like that, to me, they are going to likely make the finals over some of the teams that got a bye. I think that team is just really, really strong. And I'm actually really excited to see how they play in this game against Cleveland.
I can't argue with that whatsoever. I mean, Cleveland, though, having a fair share of new players too, but both Wuda and Roman, Miami, they went up to the Crabs table and they rolled 777s, personally. I don't think that's how Crabs works. I'm tired. My apologies. Al, throw it over to you. Thank you for joining us here as well, refereeing all the contests here tonight. If you're Cleveland, you know you have an uphill battle, of course, as well. Miami has looked already like one of the more solidly constructed rosters in this tournament, and now Cleveland has to deal with the Miami team that did get two of the best players in the reassignments, like we mentioned before, in both Wuda and Roman. If Cleveland wants to win this game, what's the game plan?
Yeah, last game they played Miami. There was a 2-1 loss for Cleveland. It was a very close game. But the real difference maker in that game for Miami was Lob Me, and he scored both of their goals, and they were very individual plays, not a lot of team like passing or anything. It was just kind of him walking it down. So if they can double him or maybe even triple him in the offensive zone, maybe they can lock up ohLuvv and get rid of the biggest issue on the ice for Miami.
Lock up defense, story of the night as shown by Allah. Thank you, my friend, as well. Fish, real quick, what's your score prediction here for tonight?
I'm gonna go with 4-2 for Miami.
4-2 Miami, the Mirage making their impact here. Allah, what about yourself, my friend?
Yeah, I think the Mirage are going to take this one, but I think it's going to be a little bit low-scoring game like the last time we saw. I'm going to go 3-2. It's not really
Thank you,
low-scoring,
both of
but-
you. The Mirage making their mark as predicted, but we'll definitely see tonight's starting goaltending matchup. Last Narwhal in the crease here for Cleveland, as well as future Chippy, good friend of mine from Miami. Miami starting out a lineup of KG Spacey, Woodaman, and Xerxes. Cleveland starting out a lineup of Penguin, VTR, and my good friend, Jack the Red Fox. Face-off, though, controlled by Miami, clearing it out towards the center of the ice here. Jack can't quite get a handle on it. KG Spacey now with control of it, trying to enter the zone. Blocked, though, by Jack. VTR with a good takeaway, though. Can't quite find a shot. He is lagging all over the ice here already in the early goings of this game here. It seems like a couple players are actually having a few problems. So we'll see how that makes a big difference, though. Jack playing it out here. Xerxes battling with Jack. Does anybody experiencing really? Oh, there we go. All the hardware lag. Good God Almighty. My apologies. Game entirely lagged. I had to make sure it wasn't just me. Little man, though, continued moving forward here. Good block, though, by KG Spacey, trying to carry it back into the offensive zone for Miami. In the corner we go. One of the new faces for the Capybaras, and Little man. Puts the shot there. Saved by Narwhal. First save of the night going to the Cleveland goaltender. Poots now battling with two wings. Wings playing it out, though. Good pass over to Shadow, and he scores! Cleveland getting on the board here first early. Shadow with a great shot off the great setup pass by two wings, Earl. It is 1-0 Cleveland, and that's a surprise if you ask me. Just a great team effort there by both players. Shadow HYT as well, known goalie. Playing skater. This is how fun this tournament is, folks. We can play that out. Okay, I'll make sure of that thing. I should have probably checked who was doing that first, but we'll get that going after the next one. Thank you, my friend. Shadow versus Poots on the foot shove here. Shot there. Good save by last Narwhal. He'll clear it out. Shadow, though, battling with Bloods in the corner. Plus trying to force his way in front of the net, though. Cleared out back into the corner once again. Shot can't be found by Blue. Does there. Good block by Shadow. Wings now trying to play it forward, but Bloods is back and re-entering the zone here. Shadow trying to alleviate some of that pressure here, but Little man can't quite find a handle on a good pullback move there by the Mirage. Can't quite find it. Shadow, though, clearing it out. Lion Jelly Bean. That's a great name. Here comes Bloodzo the other way, and he pulled it back. Oh, no. But a shot there, it's the post. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Just a comical of errors there by the Mirage. Hopefully that doesn't spell how this game is going to go here. But goodness gracious, here comes VTR coming up the other way. Oh, I should say lagging his way up the ice here as well. Good Lord, he is... That man is having some issues with the hardware lag. Xerxes, though, with control of it. Good pullback move to keep himself away from VTR. VTR continues to pressure, though. VTR playing it out. Can't quite find it. Penguin, though, trying to get on that puck, but it is KG Spacey for the Mirage. Just missing the front of the net, though. They'll pull it back to try again. Good block, though, by VTR. Here comes Penguin the other way, playing it forward. Future Chippy comes running way out. Can't quite find it. Didn't have another teammate to really help him out there. And here comes Xerxes the other way. Xerxes with the shot. Good save by Narwhal. Played out towards the corner. Xerxes playing it out. Can't quite find a teammate. Attack going the other way now for Cleveland. VTR trying to force it up forward, but before he heads up the ice, Jack the Red Fox holding the line there against KG Spacey. Spacey trying to play it forward here, getting around Penguin. First penalty of the night here will go against the Capybaras. Another shot there, saved by Chippy. Rebound, continue to be found, can't quite find it. The Capybaras will suffer the first penalty here of tonight. Referee on the scene, AllahFresco. Too many men on the ice here. What'd you see down there?
Yeah, just 2 players jumping on at the same time. Bit of a miscommunication. Happens all the time, even at the biggest level. Line changes are tough to come by. You know, sometimes people are getting close to the bench and they miscommunicate whether or not they're able to get off the ice. So, unfortunate here for the Capybaras.
See if they can defend a penalty. It looks like Shadow HYT and Two Wings Earl will try to defend the power play against Cleveland. Looks like Plud's blue, and I can't see what that is. The Lion Jelly Bean will start on the power play for the Mirage here. Miami controlling a lot of the shots here, but future Chippy, good friend of mine, he has been rocking the net here tonight. See if he can continue to go forward here. Blood trying to exit the zone here. A good play by Shadow to keep that play away from the Cleveland end here. Miami not been able to have a lot of room at all, actually, to get anything moving here. Looks like Lion Jellybean was waiting for Shadow to give up his positioning, but didn't really work out here. Plutch trying to force that puck forward. Cleared again by Two Wings Earl, and that would conclude the power play, if you can even call it that. And I'm not even trying to be mean, but here comes Two Wings again. Shot there, saved once again by future Chippy. Shadow continuing to try to move that play forward here. Two Wings, though, playing it forward against Pluds. Two Wings trying to get that puck towards the center of the ice there. Can't quite find it. Pluds gets past 1, gets past 2. Only has Little Man to beat, but good defense, though, by Little Man, allowing the Capybaras to get it back in time to make some defensive plays there. But here comes Woodaman. Chance can't be found as Little Man playing great defensive hockey. Able to get back once again, and then he missed the puck as soon as I gave him a comment. My bad. But here comes Little Man. He might have some room here. Blocked and cleared out with the good stick work there of KG Spacey. Here comes the Mirage the other way. Getting past 1, getting past 2. Can't get past VTR, though. Was KG Spacey. VTR battling with Woodaman in the corner. Shot there. Saved by future Chippy. 1 minute remaining here in the first period here. From what has been a great period of hockey, if you ask me, between two very solid and pretty even teams here. That 2-1 game that they had before is looking a lot more likely as the game has gone on. Shot there from VTR, another save by Chippy. Here comes Xerxes the other way. Great defensive by Jack the Fox. You can't. I'm not sure if you're not seeing it on the broadcast slot, but Jack the Red Fox is sitting mostly at his own blue line for the most part. He's kind of tenting towards center ice now. But Jack the Red Fox knows his assignment, his last resort defense, and I kind of love it. Puck played out, though. Plush trying to carry forward for the Mirage. Good play by VTR. Trying to conjure up something in the dying seconds of the first period. We go back and forth here with the puck here a little bit. Back in the Capybara zone. Cleared out of the zone by Jack the Red Fox. Jack the Red Fox clears out once again. 5 seconds ago, VTR will clear it out of the zone. And that will conclude the first period of play here live on the BHLFC. Score 1-0 in favor of the visiting Capybaras. Shots tied at 4 respectively for both teams. As we go back to this, we're the first period admission report starting right now. Welcome to the first period admission report. Blockey Sports Center. We're sponsored by Nobody. Live at the BHLFC. Miami versus Cleveland. That was a big mouthful. Fisher, can throw it over to you here. I mean, these two teams already had a close game already in this tournament with that 2-1 game already. And it seems like we're in for more of that close game here between these two teams. But I would argue that is way more exciting than some of the other games we've seen out here. But if you're Cleveland right now, you're up 1 off the great back of some fantastic defense here. Do you think that defense is going to hold up for the rest of the game?
I don't think it will. I think Miami will find a way past that defense, either in this period coming up or in the third period. I feel like Miami is just too strong of a team, and they will find that way to get past these defenders that the Capybaras have.
Fish saying it's not a matter of how, it's a matter of when. Thank you, Fish, my friend. Alan, I'm gonna throw it over to you here. If you're Miami, though, you're obviously upset. You're down 1 here, but you played another great period of hockey here in this tournament. But just the defense of Cleveland has really surprised a lot of people. Seems like, especially in the chat here as well. What has to change here for Miami? They know that they had to change up something in terms of their offensive plan. What is it?
Yeah, they had a really good slot pass early into the period that was a great save by, I believe, the last Narwhal, and you know, I'd like to see more of that in the remaining periods. Towards the end of the period, it was a lot. Like, they're a very individualistic team, and I feel like in the 3v3 level, it's much more beneficial to pass the puck between your teammates. And also, I think Miami needs to sharpen up their defense a little bit. They're letting Cleveland take a lot of shots that really shouldn't be getting off, if they're just a bit sharper on their defensive side of the ball.
You have 200 feet of ice. Use all of it. Message from Allah. Thank you, my friend. We'll go back down to center ice here for the start of the second period. Both teams lining up. Co-referee on the scene, Joe Dog, putting that puck down. Letting the face-off commence here. Looks like Blue, KG Spacey, and Woodaman will start for Miami in the second. BTR, Penguin, and Jack the Red Fox will start here for the Capybaras. BTR, though, with a good chance, though, early and saved by Future Chippy. I keep confusing Future Chippy and Last Narwhal. My apologies. Penguin, though, walking in, and he scores. I don't know what happened at all in defensive zone, but it was an entire breakdown. Penguin just was able to not even skate his way. He walked. He literally walked in front of the net, though. And Cleveland up now, too. Allah, you're down there closer than I am. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying it at the intermission. Their defense has got to be a little bit sharper. For some reason, they're relying too much on their crouch button, and they're not like swinging their sticks. You know, they're not even attempting to click the puck. And sometimes, you know, like in that situation, you're just worried about blocking it. You just forget to click the puck. They just got to get their stick on the puck.
Sticks down on the ice. That's what they need to do. Penguin with one of the strangest goals I have ever had the honor of commentating over, and I've had some doozies, but he scored again. It's for him. It's not a matter of how. It's a matter of how many, and that's Penguin's first of the game, and Cleveland now has 2. BTR continuing to move that pressure forward here for the Capybaras. Woodaman in the corner trying to play it out of the zone here, but Penguin able to be on that puck first here. Seems like Miami is just playing an entire gear slower right now than Cleveland. If Miami's in 4th gear, Cleveland's in 5th, and it just continues to show here. Penguin with a good takeaway of the puck there by Pludz. Able to let his team get an entire line change off. It's the little things like that that Cleveland is doing that have really given them a major chance here. Penguin trying to pull it back to get it around Pludz, but Pludz with a good defensive play, though, to keep his stick towards that puck. Lion Jelly Bean on the ice. Oh, it's Lion Jelly Bay. Your name's Lion. That's a long name. Lion with a good pass over to Pludz, still blocked by Shadow. Shadow trying to carry the puck forward. Lion Jelly Bean able to clear it out. I'm going to call him Lion Jelly Bean. If you get mad at me, I'm sorry. Here comes Pludz, though, with a chance, still able to can't quite find a great lane towards the net, though. Pludz with a good pullback move there. Shot just off the post there. Not being able to find it for Miami quite yet. There's still a lot of game left, but Miami's kind of has to get their heads out of the sand here a little bit. It just keep grinding away. You know, that goal might come a little bit later than you're hoping, but it'll happen at some point. Pludz, though, with great puck control, trying to move its way in front of the net. Cleared out of control by the Capybaras as Two Wings Earl trying to carry that puck forward. Can't quite find it. Letting Miami get off here. Pludz was trying to get off the ice, so he'll play it out here. Line change there. Should be able to play it out. Puck never quite made its way all towards the goaltender there. Woodman trying to get a pass over to KG Spacey. Blocked there momentarily, but continuing moving forward is KG Spacey. Great pullback move there. Shot there. Off one post and off the other post. 2 chances for a quarter, and he comes up 0. Oh my gosh. Now you're starting to wonder if this is just a pure case of just bad luck now at this point. Miami really trying to get something going here. VTR, though, stumbling his way towards the breakaway. Able to get a good shot off, but a decent save by Chippy. Other way they come now are the Mirage. Shot by Spade off the okay. This is getting insane. It gets to a point. You know, it gets to a point. Spacey, though, good pass out towards his teammates. Can't quite find one. Penguin, though, trying to carry that puck forward. Being pressured, though, by Woodaman. Penguin, though, with another shot off the puck. Okay, that's just the theme here tonight. Pull back there by, I believe that was VTR, grabbed and played out, though, by Chippy. I think we've had more posts than we've had shots on net. Chance there. Slow, but able to be grabbed once again by future Chippy. Penguin, though, able to keep the pressure going here for Cleveland. Another shot off the post. How many is that in a row? Not even in a row. How many is that in this period? 5 or 6 at this point? Like my gosh, this puck have a magnet in it here tonight. Shot there from Xerxes, didn't quite make its way to the net. Able to be played out of the way by Last Narwhal. Play it out. His little man can't quite find it though. Pludd's able to keep the play going there most temporarily. Chance there. Saved. Another shot off the post by Xerxes. It goes in. They score. Xerxes having to do everything in his good gracious power to get around Last Narwhal. Last Narwhal was literally just trying to bodyguard the puck here. It almost worked out, and after what was 6 or 7 different posts in the second period, Miami finally gets a goal here. They're only down 1. My God.
Yeah, I mean, the last Narwhal there, just unfortunately, pretty rough clearance off the goal line. You know, you expect your goalie to get to that one. He had plenty of time, and it looks like he kind of just got nervous a little bit and rushed it, and was unable to clear it off the line, and ended up putting it in his own net.
It definitely happens, too. He was just trying to body block the thing, and it was at a weird spot. I don't exactly blame him for trying what he did, but it just didn't work out. But their loss is Miami's gain. They're back into this game. Here comes Two Wings Earl, though. Chance there. Great save by Chippy. Trying to play it out of the zone is Pluds, but Two Wings Earl continuing, trying to move that puck forward. Cleared out of the zone by the Mirage, though. Here comes little Pluds trying to re-enter the zone here for Miami. Good defense there by Shadow HYT. Once again, known goalie. Playing skater. You cannot discredit this effort. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. A period that has seen more posts than I think shots on net in the entire game. And I say that lightly. Here comes KD Spacey, though, walking in. Good chance there, but can't quite find a solid lane to the net. Trying to get a pass over the blue. Can't quite find it, though. And the Capybaras will start the attack the other way. Two Wings Earl with a great move around both defenders, but got a little bit too fancy with it. Able to get Woodaman back toward the zone. Just find a shot there across the crease. 1 minute remaining now. Saved there by Future Chippy out the shot by VTR. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. Miami scoring the most recent goal. You're only down 1 now. Woodaman trying to play the puck out of zone, get it towards Katie Spacey, but more great defense there from Jack the Red Fox. Here come the Capybaras the other way, but it's cleared back in the corridor by Woodamans and the Mirage. But another good takeaway by Penguin. Penguin with a good pass over. Can't quite find it, though. As Katie Spacey was able to get back in time to prevent another great shot there. Plutzo with a great move. Has some space here towards the middle of the ice. Another shot off the post for the Mirage. Words cannot describe just how insane this all is. Puck in front of the net, though, can't be found by any Mirage player. Cleared out by, I believe that was VTR. 5 seconds to go here. Dying down. Maybe one more chance for the Mirage. VTR just going to be able to hold on to that puck and keep the play alive until the end of the period. 2-1 in favor of the Capybaras. Shots 10-6 as well in favor of the Capybaras. As we go back to the desk with their second period intermission report, we're starting right now. Welcome to the second period intermission report. Blockey Hockey live with the BHLFC, sponsored by nobody. I'm going to start over here with you. I mean, I know I've chatted about it like 4 or 5 different times, and it's probably annoying, but I'm going to say it again. What is going on with the Mirage and the Post? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty common. It appears they're rushing their shots a bit and not aiming them super well. It's a very common habit of newer players and honestly bad players of the game to not take their time and look where they're aiming. You have more time than you think, and you'd rather have somebody at this point, you know, when you have the amount of shots that you have, you don't need to be shot chucking like this. You can kind of slow yourself down, take a deep breath maybe even before trying to get your shot away and try to put it in the corners of the net.
Exactly here. I mean, this is a common thing with newer players here, but I mean, like, there are new players, and then there's just, like, you gotta start thinking the Post is a magnet or something at this point. Like, that's how many we've dealt with across both teams. Fish, I'm gonna throw it over to you. I mean, Cleveland, apart from that one weird goal that they gave up to the Mirage here, they've really felt like they've been in control a lot of the game here. Do you see that keeping up as we head into the third period, or do you think the Mirage are going to have just enough to fight their way back into this contest?
I know last period I was talking about the Mirage. They were going to be able to score, and they did, but they allowed a goal. I do think the Capybaras will be able to keep up this momentum, but I am a little worried about some of those weird goals that, like the one that Xerxes got to bring it within one. I feel like that might be something that could happen again, and maybe even potentially tie the game up and force overtime.
Only time will tell. This game has gotten weird written all over it. But thank you, my friend Fish. Back to what has been one of the most interesting and just wild and chaotic games I've ever seen in my life. Third period starting out here. Doesn't look like any changes for either team to start the third period in the lines. As play will continue. Miami in control off the face-off dot. Trying to carry that forward towards the net there was Pludz. Can't quite find it. Pludz able to keep that play moving into the zone here. Battling in the corner with Capybara player Penguin, who has scored a goal tonight, if you want to call it that. That was a goal that happened. I guess they all count the same, but they don't all look the same. Pludz continuing the battle with Penguin here behind the net. These two have been going at it a lot here. Pludz trying to break it out. Good defense though by Jack. Jack the Red Fox has been somebody that I feel like a lot of players haven't really noticed because they're so new. But this guy has been playing great defense throughout the entirety of not only just his game, throughout most of the tournament here. So it's great to see new players stepping in and making their mark known. VTR, though, with a shot there, quick. Easy save by future Chippy. Keeping the Mirage alive and only down one. Shadow trying to play that up. Being stopped, though, by both Xerxes and Lion Jellybean. Jellybean trying to play that out, but being blocked, though, by Two Wings Earl. Those two kind of whack at each other back and forth there a little bit. Both all good in terms of the sport of the game here. Lion Jellybean able to keep that puck in the offensive zone for the Mirage here. KG Spacey with control of it. Trying to find the next goal here for the Mirage, but taken away by Two Wings Earl. But KG Spacey able to get back just in time to prevent another goal against for the Mirage here. As we're in the final frame here of the game. Two Wings Earl trying to get that puck towards the net, but giving up to KG Spacey. Shadow HYT, though, able to carry that back in towards the zone. Lion Jellybean trying to clear it out of the defensive zone for the Mirage. Jellybean with a good pass over to Pludz here. Pludz trying to break it out, but stopped by Two Wings Earl. KG Spacey letting his teammate get off, though. Taken away, though, by Two Wings Earl, but cleared out of danger by future Chippy. Chippy continued to move that play forward. Pludz back into his own end, now trying to start something for the Mirage, but another great keep in by the Capybaras and VTR. Pull back one, pull back two there from VTR. Can't quite find the shot on net. Pludz trying to carry it forward. Can't quite find it. Woodaman first on it. He almost lost it there. That would have been a real bad spot to lose that, but he's able to correct himself and get that puck out of harm's way. Halfway through the third period here. Not a lot of action so far. Cleveland still up one goal here, and they're up in both the goals and the shots department. Let's see if they can end up on top and move on to the next round to face, I believe, the Akron Kings, which will be the last game of tonight. Blue playing that up to Plutz. Can't quite find it. VTR able to keep that puck into the zone here. VTR re-entering the zone here for the Capybaras, but taken away by Plutz. Plutz getting it past Penguin, but can't get past Jack the Red Fox. Seems like no matter what they do, the Mirage just can't seem to get past a two-line defensive setup of both Penguin, and then even if they do get past Penguin, can't seem to get the puck anywhere near the net because of Jack the Red Fox. Plutz, though, back in his own corner, trying to get that puck away from VTR. Plutz able to keep it play moving forward. Here come the Mirage, but another great defensive play by Little Man. Xerxes is having a whole bunch of difficulty there. He is struggling out there now. Jellybean able to keep that play moving forward here for the Mirage. Shot there by Xerxes somehow. Good save there by Alas Narwhal. Here comes Two Wings Earl. Has a step around all the players. Shot there. Saved once again by Chippy. Something that has gone a little bit more unnoticed here, but both the goaltending has been very respectable in this game, as opposed to the last game that we saw here live, His goaltending has been great. Shot there, easy save once again for future Chippy. Lion Jellybean trying to clear it out past Two Wings Earl. Can't quite find it. He's Spacey able to clear it out past Shadow HYT. Bad line change for the Capybaras. Shot by Spacey. Got past Darb. Was able to get back in time. Man, that would have been disastrous. Just a bad change here. Pass over to KG Spacey. Can't quite find a shot. Cleared out of the zone by Two Wings Earl. Lion Jellybean can't get the puck play moving either. Should be able to get out and clear that puck out in front of themselves. But Two Wings Earl have the chance here. Shot. Great save by Chippy there. He'll hold on to it. Face-off will come to his right. It looks like we'll have a timeout here for the Mirage here. Trying to get all their bearings sorted. They have 1:14 left in this game to make something happen. That's a lot of time in terms of Blockey Hockey. I mean, we saw 2 goals in rapid succession at least 2 separate times in the last game. I think both 6 seconds and then 12 seconds apart here. See what they can do following the timeout here. Allah, how's the energy down there on both benches down there?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty tense. You know, both these teams fighting for their tournament lives right now, and obviously Miami a little bit nervous here going into this last minute, but they got to find a way to get a goal on the board.
Thank you, my friend, for the report down there. We appreciate all the work you're doing. Miami with a minute remaining in the third period to get themselves back into this game and tie the game up. As of right now, the final minute has crossed over. Plus trying to carry that puck forward, cleared out by Jack the Red Fox. Xerxes trying to move that play forward. Jack the Red Fox is there. Xerxes throwing it back in the offensive zone. Jack the Red Fox there again. Two teams go back and forth here a little bit. 45 seconds to go. Jack the Red Fox now trying to get that puck away from danger. Good pullback move by VTR. We'll keep an eye on Chippy out there. See if he'll make his way to the bench at any point. You gotta be thinking that Miami will throw everything but the kitchen sink to get something done here. The VTR with a good takeaway here. Pullback move by VTR. Shot. Good block there by, I believe that was Xerxes. Miami trying to keep that play moving forward, but they can't enter the zone cleanly. It's not allowing Chippy to get off. Shot there from VTR. Another save by Chippy. Pullback by VTR can't be found. Xerxes trying to re-enter the zone. Chippy coming off the ice here. VTR, though, with control of it. Might have a chance here at the empty net. Shot there. What a block by Wooderman at the end there. But it's not going to matter. Time's going to run out. And Cleveland will move on off the back of a great offensive performance and good goaltending. And these two teams have another 2-1 game. Regardless of what you may say, these two teams have combined for some of the most entertaining games in the tournament. But Miami will see their BHLFC hopes out of time here. But a very, very, very respectful effort from the Mirage here. Hold your heads up high. There's a lot of players that we're going to be excited to see heading into the next JBHL season. Folks, we're going to take a short break here, but we're going to be right back as we get into our next game up on the docket, which will see the Langley Sockeyes moving on against the home team and probably one of the best teams in the league, the San Francisco Silly Cats. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Blockey Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for yet another game day. And for those who are getting really sick and tired of my voice, don't worry, this is the last game working here tonight. But we have our next game up on the docket. The Langley Sockeyes moving on and now have the reward of playing the San Francisco Silly Cats. I'm Felix Foster. You'll know me. I'll be around the desk here in your color here tonight. Joining me on the desk here as well is Toasted XD on the far left over here. Fish once again joining me here on the desk. And at the very far end, the delightful Sheep 003. He'll be play-by-playing here tonight, giving myself a little bit of a break. Thank you, my friend. I'm getting a little tired. Toasted, go over here with you. I mean, Langley definitely is going to be a little bit fatigued heading into this one, playing 2 games in 2 nights already. But they showed that they can hang with some of the best here as well. But definitely a little bit of a tougher contest here in San Francisco, which you could argue is the most complete and well-sounded team in the tournament here. If Langley wants to get out on the right foot here right away, what's the game plan down there?
I mean, Silly Cats losing out on Grimace is going to be a huge factor for their team. I know last time these 2 teams versed, it was a really tight game, and they did have Grimace during that matchup. But now without Grimace, it's going to be an interesting one to see. Langley Sockeyes has a great coaching staff, a great team over there. They're great with the chemistry. I just think they need to work towards that, keep the puck moving, look for an open lane, and they just got to put shots on net, and eventually one will sneak in, and then they just got to hold the fort down. I believe they can do it, and I believe Langley will take this one.
Langley with high regard from Toasted as well. Thank you, my friend. Fish, I'm going to throw it over to you here as well. San Francisco, I mentioned them already, but they have been, like I said, one of the more well-sounded or well-rounded teams in this entire tournament here. They're going up against, like we can mention before, Langley has been great this tournament, and they were great early on here tonight. They're without Grimace here, but I still think they have as good a chance as anybody to beat the Sockeyes here as well. But what did they have to do to get themselves on the right foot out there early?
They have to find a way to stop that first line. We saw it earlier today in that game that the Sockeyes played against Green Bay, and it was that first line with Owen, T7, and I believe it was Felk there as well, and they were just controlling the entire game, and it was really Owen and T7 that were just completely dominating. If the Silly Cats can stop that duo, then I think they have a great chance at winning this game.
It is definitely lining up to be one of the best contests of the tournament here, and I'm really excited to see it. Thank you, my friend. Sheep, over to you here real quick. As one of the most respected and well-regarded goalies here in the league, I want to talk about the goaltending here real quick. Definitely a bit more of a question mark in terms of a matchup. Cubic Banjo on the Langley end, saving CPR at the Silly Cats end. Does any one team really have an advantage in terms of goaltending? And if so, how much is that going to matter?
I'll keep it fast. I think Cubic Banjo has been way more consistent in this tournament. I think Saving CPR has stumbled in some of these games, and if the San Francisco Silly Cats are going to lose, it's going to be off the back of a poor performance from Saving CPR.
Saving CPR, you heard the man. Time to prove yourself otherwise. Thank you, Sheep. Real quick, Toasted, what's your score prediction?
I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I'm going to call it 4-2 for the Langley Sockeyes.
Langley with 1 point there from Toasted. Fish, what about you, my friend?
I'm going to go with a 2-1 Langley win.
Langley with 2 points. And Toasted Fish. Sheep, what about you, real quick?
Give me 3-2 San Francisco Silly Cats.
The desk is split, and we'll see how that may regard as we're going to go down to center ice here. But that is not my responsibility to call this one. It is off the back of the delightful Sheep 003. It is all yours, my friend.
There are tall men and there are giants, and never has the height disparity been so apparent than in this matchup. The San Francisco Silly Cats have been looking like easily the best team in B mode. Wants to prove it immediately. Walks past 2, shoots it by the goaltender. It didn't even take him 10 seconds, but San Francisco already on the board.
I mean, we had mentioned that this was going to be a close contest, but, I mean, San Francisco just literally blowing the door wide open. I mean, B-Mode literally doing it all himself, able to get that puck all the way across into the offensive zone. And you can maybe credit Cubic Banjo for being a little bit out of position, but that shot is just an absolute missile. Most goalies aren't stopping that. And right now, San Francisco is showing that they deserve to be in the final. It is 1-0 for them early.
Yeah, and B-Mode is one of those players who was a lot quieter during that group stage, you know, playing that defensive role, but he can score. We know he can score. We know he can play this dangerous role, and right now, showing off that quickly, that early against this Langley Sockeyes team, it's looking bad for the Sockeyes. B-Mode again, just quarantined to that defensive role. He's going to stop that slot pass. Owen and T7 already coming off to a rocky start because you've got B-Mode in the slot on the other side, though. Poplots, one of those pickups for the San Francisco Silly Cats. He was actually the one that they took when they lost Grimace, and with Poplots in the lineup, it doesn't really feel like there's a loss.
Definitely out there. It seems like Yorkshire's already taking a penalty out here. Langley just getting off to the wrong foot here pretty much as quickly as physically you can get.
Bad to worse for the Langley Sockeyes. Now they've only got 2 players on the ice trying to defend his penalty kills. Maple almost found one, but is going to get called as a face-off violation. AllahFresco not letting anything get past his sight. And we're going to have to reset here. TechnoLarps now trying to take that face-off. We got Maple still waiting for that slot pass. Felkt going to try to defend that. No can do, but Vandy jumps out forward. Very nice move from Vandy. Now he's working it forward, still getting aggressive. Maple has to play defense, and Miles Games on the other side, he has to stand in the middle just to stop Vandy. It's not going to work, though, and Vandy's going to get a slot pass to nobody in particular, but just to send a message, I can do it when I want to, and the San Francisco Silly Cats have wasted 15 seconds plus of their penalty, just trying to get the puck out of their own zone. Vandy still with control. Maple trying his best to get it out of here, and TechnoLarps, he's had nothing to do. Finally, he's going to get the puck, and he's got some space too, working it forward, but Felkt with a nice back check, and Cubic Banjo won't be receiving any shots so far. Miles Games waiting for Maple. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there for the Silly Cats, and neither of them are going to be able to find a decent looking shot. Yorkshire coming out of the box, and Langley back up to even strength. Maple tries to work it forward, but the double defenders of Felkt and Vandy more than capable of handling him. Now Maple in the corner trying to send it into the middle. He does, but there's just nobody there. Looks like Miles Wins going off for a line change there. Not a bad one, too. B-Mode now coming up as Yorkshire going to hit it forward. He's got good stamina, and it means that the stamina for the Langley Sockeyes is going to be a little bit distended because of this power play. It's an awkward position to be in as a coach. You're going to have to really manage your players effectively, but T7, he doesn't need any management. He's going to work that puck all the way up into a dangerous position. It's going to get stopped, but just T7 again showing that he can be a threat when he wants to. Now Owen and T7 both waiting for Yorkshire to try to get it out there. Not going to work, and Owen is going to have to stop B-Mode from coming down. Oh, B-Mode rips another one. He's going to have to rebound too, but he can't find the shot off of it. B-Mode tries to get it into the center, but that one doesn't go, and now Owen is going to send a nice pass up to T7. It's an even better pang from Poplots, who is more than happy to play phenomenal defense to stop the dynamic duo of T7 and Owen. Poplots again, and guess who's waiting up top? It's B-Mode, and this San Francisco Silly Cats team has been looking clean on both sides of the puck.
Definitely out there as well. He has been one of the most notable players on the ice, not even just throughout this game here, but throughout this entire tournament. I'm really interested to see just how many more levels to his game that there can be shown from him as well.
T7 decides to take an ill-advised shot. That angle was way too tight for you to realistically get it in the back, and now here comes TechnoLarps. He's got some time. He's going to send the pass up to Miles Games, who's going to rip the shot, but Cubic Banjo more than happy to retire that one. Ungloves it out to the corner where Vandy will try to work it forward. He's going to get that puck delivered straight back to the goalie express, but unfortunately Cubic Banjo's not interested in this package, and he'll send it right back. Vandy now with the puck in the corner. Maple battling with him, trying to gain a little bit of control of this puck, but Vandy, he's keeping it quarantined so far. Maple still battling, still poking at it, seeing what he can find here. Vandy finally is going to get it out. It's going to go his way too. Nice crouch on Miles Games, and that puck is going to come out Langley Sockeyes' favor. Now here comes Vandy, works it past TechnoLarps as well. Now he's in the other side, tries to get it into the middle, but that one bounces off the saving CPR. And Felkt is going to pick up the remnants there. There's almost a rebound opportunity as the struggle for clearing is going to strike once again on one of these teams. Silly Cats needs to watch as the second line is getting punished right now. Felkt now working it forward. B-Mode is on the ice, though. He's going to be able to get it away as it's going to go flying across the other side of the ice, and Felkt will find nothing. T7 now with the puck, takes the shot, bouncing off saving CPR one more time, and now Poplots, he's in control, going to get taken away and just dumps it down for Yorkshire to pick up, and the Langley Sockeyes will continue their assault. Poplots steals it, though. Now Owen has to play one-on-one defense all the way into the corner. Poplots, oh, what a nice move from Owen to get it out of the corner there. Poplots will steal it right back. Now he's got some control, but Owen takes it right back, and he's going to take it right back out of the corner. You cannot beat this guy in the corner. No pullback is going to save you. Now T7's bearing down on your goal. Owen tries to rip the shot. B-Mode there to defend, and Yorkshire is just going to play it right back as B-Mode will be the one applying the pressure. That pass almost gets taken away, but T7 will grab control as we get into the final minute of the first. Here comes T7 trying to work it forward. He's got a little bit of space, but B-Mode will take it away from him, and the puck goes with it. B-Mode now with the puck behind his own net, trying to get it away from T7, trying to find a teammate to pass it up to, but nobody's open and nobody's available. Maple and Poplots just feel a little bit awkwardly positioned. Nobody's really playing aggressively here when I feel like you have all the space and time to do so. That one's going to come forward. Owen has a wide open opportunity. Saving CPR was in no man's land right there. No shot is going to come through, but Owen is trying to pull out all the tech moves, trying to get that puck desperately behind all the defenders. He's finally going to get there, but that angle is so awkward, and T7 couldn't rip the shot from the beautifully paced pass. These final seconds ticking off the clock. The San Francisco Silly Cats have been tested, but the Langley Sockeyes have come up nil. The score will still remain in the Silly Cats' favor as we send it right back up to the desk.
Egg your sheep, my friend. If this game was a meal, it would be a big plate of garlic bread because I'm just wanting more of it personally. Welcome to the first period of Mission Report, Blockey Sports Network, sponsored by Nobody, live at the BHLFC. San Francisco up 1-0. That was a big mouthful. Goodness gracious me. So I'm going to throw it over to you here. I mean, I know I've said this a lot, but this is as even as a game as I think it's ever been in this tournament here. Both of these teams giving it everything they have. No one team really seemingly having an edge. I know San Francisco had that goal early, but ever since then, Langley has played some of the best hockey I've ever seen in this tournament here so far. What does that mean as we head in towards the second period? What do you think we're going to see?
Yeah, I mean, Langley Sockeyes are for sure putting on the pressure right now. The one big stoppage, the one big wall that's stopping them from proceeding through is saving CPR. He's done a great job holding the puck out of the net. Yes, they have the defenders around him, but he is the reason. He is the last resort, and he is filling his role to a T right now. He is completing everything his team wants him to do, and I think he's the main reason why this game is a 1-0 game. I just think they need to pile on shots and find more opportunities.
Definitely. I mean, eventually at some point you're hoping that wall will break, and it very well could happen. Fish, gonna throw it over to you here. If you're Langley, you've been playing a good game. You gave up that one mistake here early. It was a bad one. We all know this, but then ever since then you've been able to play great hockey. But now it's all about getting yourself the next goal and getting it back into it. If they are getting the next goal, who is scoring it? Who has really been impressing you out there on the ice so far?
I personally think it will be either one of Owen or T7. It's most likely going to be T7. Owen seems to be the playmaker of the bunch. T7 just finds the puck and gets it into the back of the net. So if Langley is going to score, it will likely be T7.
T7, you heard the wonderful fish on the desk. It is your time to make your mark out here. Face-off coming out here just shortly. Second period of play, live and ready to go, which means once again, I get to hand it off to the delightful commentary work of Sheep 003. My friend, it is all yours.
The game doesn't start into the second period, and for the San Francisco Silly Cats, this is really when they start to take off. Langley Sockeyes will need to weather the storm. They've been successful so far in that first. The question is, can they keep that score line within a reasonable distance? Valdez, he's on the puck right behind that Langley Sockeyes net. Felkt is going to try to turn it around. He's got control of the puck. Instead, just takes it right into his own zone. Continuing, and you can see 2v3 is in effect right here. It looks like Langley Sockeyes is once again struggling with stamina. They only have 5 skaters, so this is a bit of a protection mechanism, and you can see that Felt's not so much as interested of scoring it as he is interested in wasting time trying to get his teammates back up to fruition. As Poplot's going to rip a free shot, and you can't let him get away with it. 2v3 does not work. The San Francisco Cats will bite.
They just, for a team like Langley that's been playing so well in the second period, there as well, that you cannot give any one player on that team any amount of more room that you could afford to give them. Poplot showing why they're immediately a great goal there, and it just seems like San Francisco, they're just aimed to take this one here quickly. They are known for getting out there quick, and they got out there fast again. Another goal within the first opening minute of a period. It is now 2-0.
Immediately, the first line will come out to respond as Langley Sockeyes has to find everything. They have to put all their eggs in the basket of finding a goal here, and it looks like it's almost going to be successful. Owen gets it past the goaltender. Can he find the shot? No, he can't. Maple will come screaming in from nowhere and steal that puck away. Wide open for the shot it was, but nobody can seal the deal, and Langley Sockeyes have given away a perfect opportunity to keep this game within shooting distance. T7 has to find everything as Yorkshire going to find a wide open shot, but that one goes bouncing off the defender. Langley Sockeyes have been able to pile on the pressure when this second line for the San Francisco Silly Cats is out. But the question is, can they find anything off of it? Can they stop Technolarps, and can T7 rip this shot true? It's not going to even be close, and it's going to go bouncing off Maple and then saving CPR. The defense for the Silly Cats has been so solid as Technolarps is going to get it stolen away from him again. This second line is struggling to find offensive pressure for the Silly Cats, but it doesn't really matter when you've got the first line doing all the work for you. All you have to do is hold the line. Owen is trying everything he can. Oh my god, Owen, a solo effort almost gets it there too, but the Silly Cats stuff it again and again. The Langley Sockeyes have put these puck in dangerous positions, and again the Silly Cats have found the right response to the answer. It's like they're answering flashcards, and every single one is correct. They will not fail this test, and the Langley Sockeyes have got to change up their approach if they're going to stop this team from steamrolling them.
And in the second period, it really feels like Langley's had now 2 really great chances here. I mean, one, you have to capitalize on one of them, and it just seems like now it's a mission of just, are they cursed, and are they actually going to even get one past the San Francisco Silly Cats defense and saving CPR?
San Francisco Silly Cats have been more than successful. I want to shout out Cubic Banjo. There was a nasty glove in the midst of Felix Foxtrot's analysis. Langley Sockeyes, though, with this first line out, they just have to survive. You can see still running that 2-man, and with Poplot sending it over to Valdez. Nice crouch from Felk to stop that. Now Felk turning it the other way. Poplots will jump out in front, and he's going to hit it down to Miles Games. Felk will continue the pressure, but I don't know if he's got the tech moves to really make it a solo effort. He's going to get given a puck here as Miles Games with an ill-advised pass up, but it's not going to result in anything. Story of the life for the Langley Sockeyes, and now they've got the second line up, and with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock, this is when they need to strike. T7 now working it forward. He's got the puck against Technolarps. Technolarps getting it forward up against Owen. Technolarps still working it forward. You've got 2 members of the Langley Sockeyes trying desperately to take that puck back. They're going to get it, but Miles Games is more than happy to crouch it and then work it forward. Now Owen with the puck sends it up to T7. Wide open shot. Can he find it? It is so far wide of the net. And T7, another golden opportunity spent on lard and beef. Nothing can be done. No shot will be found, and saving CPR will glove the follow-up. Langley Sockeyes throw another one in the bin. And the San Francisco Silly Cats will hold the line again. TechnoLarps and Maple, they've been combining for some phenomenal defense. The only question that I have for the Silly Cats team is TechnoLarps has been distinctly non-active this game. He's been playing a very defensive role. Can you get him out there? Because you know that if you give this guy some time and space, he can run rampant. As T7 runs rampant through the whole team, only getting stopped by the crouch of saving CPR. 2 men out on the ice, I believe, for this last minute or so of this period. Felkt and Vandy, what can they do against the behemoths that have been the Silly Cats team? Felkt actually being very successful against B-Mode so far, but B-Mode will just take it right back off the corner. Instead, just misses the hit there, and he's going to give Felkt an opportunity to get back into this. Nice pass. Valdez wide open, but the aggressive play from Cubic Banjo, that's exactly where you want to be to stop that man. That pass will go nowhere. Now Felkt in the corner fighting against 2. B-Mode sends the middle pass. Call out Boplots. Can't find the shot, though. And its puck is going to go down the other way. Langley Sockeyes. Ooh, Owen almost makes it scary, though, in the last 30 seconds. You've got all 3 members of the Langley Sockeyes now out and active. 30 seconds to find a goal. 30 seconds to go into this third period intermission with a little bit of hope behind you. Owen trying everything he can, but Poplots will just take it right back, takes it into the center of the ice. Now TechnoLarps on the puck. He's going to send it into the middle. Who's going to get there first? Felkt will steal it. 13 seconds left. It feels like San Francisco Silly Cats the only one who can really apply pressure here, and that wish will come true. Owen may try. Owen may get it up to the goaltender, but he will find no decent shot to take home with him. The second ends in despair for the Langley Sockeyes, and they need a miracle to come back into this game. Right back up to the desk.
Thank you, Sheep, my friend. Welcome back, Blockey Sports Night, to the second period intermission report, sponsored by Nobody, live on the Blockey Sports Network with BHLFC. Sorry. Okay. San Francisco making Langley really work for every inch of ice that they've ever had, but just not allowing them to have anything. Langley respectfully had 3 or 4 different chances to get one, and just haven't been able to. Toasted, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Langley's just been putting everything on the table, all chances, everything, but saving CPR has been a pretty huge stopping for them. Another part is just a defensive gameplay coming from the Silly Cats. They've really known how to shut down. They know how to shut down Owen, their star player, and everyone else around them just kind of crumbles under the pressure, with Owen being unuseful, I guess, with everyone on him.
Exactly, I couldn't agree with that more. Thank you, Toasted. Fish, gonna throw it over to you here. I mean, Langley, they are not a bad team. They've been showing that they can keep up and have tried to throw at everything. But whether or not it's because of the play of the Cats or just bad luck, they've been held without a goal here. And with 1 period left, it's almost seeming like the Cats are about to be feeding on a fish dinner. What can Langley do to get themselves back in this game in the third period?
I think they really just have to stop trying to force a bunch of stuff. It seems like that they're trying to force their way right in close to the goal, but it gives the Silly Cats defense too much time to get back and swat the puck away. I think they really need to just try and start getting shots. Eventually CPR will let one in, but I also think they might want to try changing up the lines a little bit and maybe doing a line stack in this third period.
Langley, it is time for you to throw everything you have there on the table. Change it up even. Message from Fish. And speaking of Fish, Langley has 1 more period to get themselves back into this game. And as we head back down to center ice, I get to once again pass it off to my favorite casting partner, Sheep 003. It is all yours.
There is something very apropos about cats eating fishes. However, the Langley Sockeyes, they have to be caught first before they can be eaten, and they have not quite given up the fight yet. It's going to be that first line up first, and it's going to be up against this dangerous first line of the San Francisco Silly Cats. They will be matched in kind. The question is, can they actually find anything as Poplots just runs it past the whole team? The back check from Felkt is good just to stop Poplots in the meantime, but that puck is not where the Langley Sockeyes needed to be. Poplots now working it forward. Nice solo effort there as Owen is going to try to get it past B-Mode. It's going to be an awkward play there. And Valdez is just going to send it right back for Poplots to pick up. T7, though, going to play it aggressive. Nice centering pass. Owen Owen, wide open shot. Can he find anything? Owen, please. And the Langley Sockeyes will be denied for the umpteenth time this game. Poplots takes it right back. It'll go bouncing off Cubic Banjo, but that's not the result you wanted to see. That shot counter will remain unchanged, but it does not reflect the amount of opportunities that the Langley Sockeyes have had to make something happen. And again, it has been the defensive prowess of these Cats that have kept them in this game. We can talk all we want about fantastic goals and phenomenal shots, but this has been a game of defense, and the Silly Cats have been winning that war handily. Miles Games, Yorkshire, it's not going to work out for either or, as now Vandy is on the ice. They're going to switch up this two-line. Vandy will rip a shot, but it goes bouncing off saving CPR, not the angle he wanted to find there. Now Yorkshire is in a 1v1. TechnoLarps just takes it all by himself. He's in the middle of the ice. Now he's lurking, rips the shot. Cubic Banjo, what a glove to stop that one. TechnoLarps with the pullback. He's going to look for this pass. He just can't find it. The pullback is not going to work out for him, and Vandy is going to defend it as Owen jumps right back out on the ice. TechnoLarps gets denied again, and Owen is going to take it away. Now he's got some space here. Owen is still working it forward. Oh, it's so dangerous! And he's going to make good on his threat. Owen walks past the entire team, the whole length of the ice, and that's going to find him the goal.
I don't think it got caught there on the broadcast, but Owen, after ripping that shot, TechnoLarps threw himself around, tried to get that shot out of harm's way, and he threw it into his own net. That's what it's been taking for Langley to get a goal on the board. It took San Francisco to put one technically in their own net, but Owen finally, after all of that work, all of that effort, all the chances that he's had, and all of the chances that he just hasn't been able to capitalize on, finally something has gone his way. That is exactly what Langley needed, and now you think that maybe, just maybe, there's a chance now. You've gone one past saving CPR, maybe you can get another. There's still 4 minutes left. There's a lot of time left for Langley to get another.
It's an own goal in practice, but it is a Owen goal in spirit. That man did everything. Oh my God, T7, don't make me afraid. Saving CPR is going to come all the way out of his net to stop that one. But like I was saying, that is an Owen goal through and through. He forced the issue, and he found the result he was looking for. Langley has found that shot goes so close. They found a lifeline back into this game. It's a 1-goal difference, and with T7 and Owen on the ice, you have no idea what could happen. T7 again in the corner trying to get it up to Owen. He's going to send the pass, but Poplots, he's perfectly positioned to stop that one. And now B-Mode is going to try to work it forward. He's going to get beaten though. Owen, nice pullback. He's got the shot if he wants it, but he just can't find it. It's so awkward. And B-Mode crouches that down. Owen is still making magic, squeezing water out of stones here to find opportunities. But the San Francisco Silly Cats stopping the tech before it can really get rolling here. It's 3 minutes, and so many of these players are on low stamina for the Sockeyes. They're going to have to sub off here, and they're just going to have to wait and hold their breath. Please hold the line. Felt and Vandy have been good at it so far. Can they continue? Felt might just turn the tides, though. He doesn't want to hold the line. He wants to aggress on the line. Felt continuing. He's got Yorkshire if he wants him. He's got Vandy if he wants him. Vandy with an opportunity. Can he find the shot again? It's misses and misplays from the Langley Sockeyes that will prevent them, but still the pressure remains. And this San Francisco Silly Cats team, for as much as I called them giants to start this game, they have not looked this dominant. TechnoLarps, what a pullback! Maple will find it! It's TechnoLarps with the pullback. It is a perfect assist for Maple to dunk it in, and that feels like game, set, match for the Langley Sockeyes.
Everything was credited towards Techno. I mean, he must have felt awful about throwing that puck back into his own net to get Langley on the board. He has made good of that mistake here, just doing it all himself, giving Maple the easiest tap-in pretty much of his entire life. And it is back to a 2-goal lead for the Silly Cats here. And just like you said, barring a miracle, that might just be enough to really close this game out for the Silly Cats.
Maple has been one of the standout prospects for this tournament. There's a reason he's been getting scouted so much by these JBHL teams, and it's because he can just do stuff like that. He plays the game smart. He's got the tech skill knows how to work together with some of the biggest names. Look at that. ohLuvv just applies the screws. He's tightening them, and the Langley Sock guys, it feels like, yep, that's given up.
It really does seem like the end of the road here for Langley. I mean, they did not give up at all throughout the entire game. And they never really, for as much as the shots and the play may seem like it, they never really fell out of it until right there. I mean, ohLuvv's making good on his mistake on the double now. Both him and Maple combined for another goal-assist combo each, helping each other out. And now it really feels like it is all coming to a close here for the Sock guys.
And you really can't blame this team either. I mean, down a man playing with only 5 skaters, that's a hard task for any team, especially against a team like the Silly Cats. But really, I think that this has been the one team that has super impressed me throughout this tournament. Not only Owen, we know how good Owen has been and how good Owen would be, but really how good he's been able to work with T7. This has been the man, I think, of the tournament for me so far. He has almost found another goal there. He couldn't quite put it in. But man, T7, the standout prospect of this tournament, the way he's been able to slot in and just dunk these shots in the back of nets time and time again, this guy has been a monster. And I think going into the next year of JBHL, because he's, you know, he hasn't been drafted yet. He hasn't even played in JBHL yet. This guy is going to be a demon for whichever team he gets picked up by. Solo, with a teammate, whatever works for him, he's going to be a monster. And Felkt trying his best to get in on the action so far, but you can hear the crowd, you can hear what they're chanting, and it feels so correct. Owen with a nice pullback there maneuver, but guess what? It's going to get stuffed by the defense. Owen will find another opportunity, and saving CPR will dunk that one behind. 45 seconds, and it feels like the Langley Sock guys are playing for giggles right now, just trying to find one more goal for the road. 30 seconds, and Owen is just pulling out all the tech skill. He's trying to impress. He's trying to hit a clip at the very tail end of this game. I wouldn't blame him either. He's the one man who can do it, but he's not going to find the opportunity to. You can see how low his stamina is. He's moving at a snail's pace, and ohLuvv is trying to redeem himself one more time as Owen. He's going to find a wide open opportunity. He's going to rip this shot. It's going to bounce off the post, though, and the last opportunity goes trickling by the Langley Sock guys. They're going to be reminiscing off what they could have done in this game, but let's not talk about what could have been done. Let's talk about what is done. The Silly Cats win, and they progress onto the grand finals of the BHLFC. But don't stop watching yet, because coming up next is the Cleveland Capybaras versus the Akron Kings. That's happening live. We'll see you very, very soon.
Hello and welcome to the last game of the night to settle the playoff seeding as we head in for the Capybaras taking on the Kings. I'll send it over to my far left as we have Sheep03. What's your thoughts on this game and who do you think is going to come out victorious here?
I mean, obviously, we've seen the Cleveland Capybaras already today. They snuck by a Miami Mirage team that I really thought was going to take that, but now they're facing down the Akron Kings, and the Akron Kings have been looking very impressive so far. I don't think that this is a team that's really going to stop the momentum just for this Cleveland Capybaras team, as much as they have last Narwhal finally in net playing his first games for the Capybaras. I just think that the offensive output from the Kings has been too much to handle.
Yeah, more than well agree, Mysterious Fish. I'll toss it over to you for a bit of a goalie question. Who do you think is going to have the better game, the solid game, keep the puck out of the net?
I'm definitely gonna go with the Kings goalie. I'm blanking on who it is right now, but they've been doing really well all tournament so far, only allowing 4 goals when he's played. And honestly, that's going to be really hard for the Capybaras to score on him, considering the Capybaras aren't really the best offensive team.
All right, last but not least, JR Goof, who do you think is going to be the difference maker for both teams?
Big takes from JR Goof.
We'll just see and find out about that one.
All right, well, we heard it there first. We'll head it down to ice level.
Is George AVFC 1982 playing?
Yes, he is.
Him, he's my difference maker.
All right, perfect. Well,
Thank God we've got JR Goof to really, bring the smack down and really bring the facts to our viewers. George, the man taking the face off right now. Look at that. JR Goof already happy, and he's got an opportunity there that he's going to whiff. JR Goof a little bit less happy about that one, but the Akron Kings are trying their best to book a spot in the finals. The San Francisco Silly Cats have already done so, but can the Kings do the same? They came out of the first seed of their division. The Cleveland Capybaras have had to fight through that round. It's going to be the shot that comes first from the Cleveland Capybaras. It's a little bit far and a little bit too easy for Sodas to stop. That's another one that Sodas is going to glove down, but Cleveland already starting off strong as VT are going to get it into the middle of the ice. Penguin can't follow up on that. It's been a struggle for him so far in this tournament, but the Akron Kings not active so far. Ruling Saturn's going to hit it up to George, but Red Fox more than happy is Jack. He's the man in charge of the defense for this Capybaras team. He's been playing solid so far. Here comes VTR on the other side. Pull back, wide open opportunity, but guess who's there? Sodos, perfect positioning, and that angle a little bit too tight for VTR to make anything out of. Now George trying his best to grab that puck. Instead, Penguin will be playing defense. Just sends it directly to Vergo Wolf, and that's a hit, I think, from VTR. AllahFresco is going to call it on puck, and instead it's going to be picked up by the Capybaras one more time. George, nice steal away. He's going to rip the shot, but last Narwhal plays a nice bit of goaltending there to stop it. Very aggressive positioning, and he's going to hold his line. Second line now coming out is Shadow HYT and Two Wings Earl are both working it up the boards. Instead, they're both going to back up and give it up, but Shadow HYT is going to get given that puck right back as this second line from the Akron Kings trying to figure themselves out here. Tuffle's trying his best to work it forward, but just getting beaten back by Shadow HYT. Nobody on the second line able to find much of an impact so far. Tuffles will win it out of the corner, but Shadow HYT just sends it right back. Can either team find a decent clear here? Shadow HYT will get another stick on it, but that one's going to go to the other side of the net. Now the Akron Kings have it in a little bit more of an aggressive positioning. Gets taken away by Two Wings Earl. That opportunity will get stuffed by Sodas, but it has been the Cleveland show so far in this first period. That is a surprise.
Yeah, it has been all over the puck so far. 2 shots registered on net, so the Kings won. I mean, they're just putting on the pressure, and eventually one you would expect to sink in.
It's been a little bit of a teamwork issue, I think, from this Cleveland team, but either way, I think the individuals are all doing their job. Look at Two Wings Earl. This guy has been another one of those rookies, no JBHL experience. He's going to send a nice pass up to VTR, who's going to get the pullback. Wide open opportunity, but the puck just can't find the back of the net. VTR was clicking on it so aggressively, but the body blocking from the Kings was too good, and that puck will go nowhere close. The clear is so awkward, but it's finally going to work out. VTR with another opportunity tries to get it up to Penguin, but it's not going to go. And the Akron Kings need to get Tuffles out of that ice. He is so low on stamina. You can see how slow that man is. Finally going to be huffing it towards that bench. VTR still in control, sending it back to Penguin. Penguin now with an opportunity, works it forward up to Sotos. But these Akron Kings defense, they've been giving up shots left, right, and center. They've found no offense to speak of. It's been the Cleveland Capybaras in this first period that have really put the screws on the Akron Kings. George might be the difference maker. He's going to get it past the defender, but man, last Narwhal, what an addition to this team he has been. He wasn't able to play those first 3 games in the group stage, but now that he's in the knockouts, he has stepped up for this team, their first goalie pick, and he's been playing so phenomenally well. Wide open shot in the middle of the ice, but no one there. The slot shot will not be found. Verga Wolf a little bit too far to do it. George is going to get it past 2, but little man is just going to quarantine him off to the corner. Now Shadow HYT, he's got a one-on-one versus Saturn. He's just going to give up that puck instead. George FC now, he's got a shot if he wants it, but he's going to give it up again, just playing backwards. And these Akron Kings, they haven't been playing aggressively on this puck. It's like they don't trust themselves to play aggressively into this defense, and I don't know why. The Cleveland Capybaras, obviously, they've been playing in a lot of low-scoring matches, but that doesn't mean that their defense has been anything to write home about. Akron Kings need to, find some confidence in the way they move if they're going to even hope to get it past these Cleveland Capybaras team, and especially last Narwhal, who's been such a competent goalie, especially in that first game that we've seen him in. Cleveland now with that puck. Two Wings Earl fighting with Jake. He's going to get it past him. Wide open. Oh, that's just not the touch you want if you're Two Wings Earl. Tuffles will grab it in the meantime. Going to rip that shot, and that one goes very far wide. Last Narwhal not even interested in taking a glove at that one. Tuffles will rip another shot, but that one goes bouncing off Last Narwhal. Now Shadow HYT is going to head it forward, but he's going to head it forward to the other team. Jack the Fox is going to have to crouch down the shot. Now Two Wings Earl once again on the puck, fighting with Tuffles. Tuffles has been successfully winning that. Oh, what a steal from Two Wings Earl. Tuffles is going to steal it right back, but he's got help now because VTR is out and he's active. This guy is so adept at scoring the puck. Don't give VTR time. Don't give him space. He's already been dangerous so far. He's only going to get more so as this game continues. He's a scaler for sure. 30 seconds left in the period, and VTR is going to try to get it to Penguin here. He's going to get the slot pass, but it's at a bad angle, and Penguin will find no shot off of it. Tuffles has to get it forward. He's going to get a nice pullback, and he's got some space, but Jack, Red Fox, perfect positioning, and Tuffles will just have to take it right behind the net. Now Killy the Pirate is waiting in the slot. He's going to get there, finds a shot. No can do. The shot was there if he wanted to take it, but again, the positioning just slightly off for the Kings. First period comes trickling to a close. Neither team able to find a goal, but Cleveland Capybaras firmly in the lead.
Hello and welcome back to the desk as we take off for the last game of this round robin type setup here as the Cleveland Capybaras and the Kings taking on each other. So far, shots on goal 2-2. Not much on the scoreboard, but we did see a lot of action pack during the game. We'll toss over to Sheep. I mean, there's a lot of shots, a lot of chances, not a lot of register stuff on the score clock. But what do you think from the Kings? I mean, what do you think? How do you think they're going to perform in the second period? Is there something they need to change to perfect?
I was muted, wasn't I? Never mind. Akron Kings suck. Okay. They're terrible. No. No, I was sorry. I was muted for that entire time. What I was trying to say, Akron Kings need to play with more confidence. That's what I got.
Well said. I'm Mysterious Fish. Tossing over to you. I mean, boy, heard about the Kings, but now the Capybaras. I mean, what do you think? What do they do different to head it past Soko?
I think they really just need to, just start shooting. Eventually, I said it last game too, eventually they're going to find a way past the goalie in Sotos. I mean, no goalie can really save every single shot every single time. And I feel like just the more and more shots that they get, eventually one will go in.
Well said, and last but not least, J.R. Goof, what is your thoughts on the game so far? Who do you think has the edge heading into the second period?
honestly, I think the Capybaras have like slightly better. I want to see big players like George Aston Villa Football Club 1982 step up big time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what I want to see.
Yeah, well said, as we'll head it down to ice level for our favorite play-by-play, Sheep03. Take it away.
Akron Kings, they have not been quite as dominant as their other first seeds in the Silly Cats, but they are still tied on the boards in terms of shots. At least that game score will remain time until further notice. George FC might be the difference maker. He's going to find a nice 5-hole, but that one goes bouncing off the goaltender. Last Narwhal more than happy to head that one away. Now the Cleveland Capybaras are once again on the defense. Verga Wolf is going to try to get it into the middle there, but there's just nobody waiting, and it's just so awkward from this Akron Kings team. They need more aggressive players, at least to set up a slot pass, set up anything here. VTR doesn't need any help, though, as he gets beaten back by 2 defenders. Now here come the Akron Kings playing a little bit more confidence, but look what it gets them. A penguin shot from Narnia that's going to get gloved down by Sotos. He's been playing solid so far. Both goalies have been, but it's only a matter of time until one of them breaks, and this game is busted wide open. VTR with another pullback, but Ruling Saturn reads both of them. VTR is going to try the same move again, but Ruling Saturn is more quick to the draw this time. George FC can't find anything off of it, though. No aggression will be found in VTR! Where did you find that shot from? Scores from nowhere, and this game is wide open from a VTR laser.
As VTR just takes the puck from the boards, enters into the center ice from the blue line, and decides to go for a shot, and Soto's not ready for it, slides right past them, and we have a 1-0 game in favor of the Capybaras.
And that's what really impresses me about the goal. VTR was being marked. He had a defender right in front of him. I didn't think he had space to find a shot. You saw the last time that VTR was fighting with defenders, it didn't go so well for him, but this time he just sneaks his stick by him and rips an absolute powerhouse. No way Sotos is blocking that one. And now Cleveland, the team that nobody thought could, Two Wings Earl finds another opportunity, and Akron Kings are just struggling here. The Cleveland Capybaras have applied all the pressure. This is not the team you would expect to put in the finals, and yet here they are. Tuffles works it forward as Shadow HYT is going to have to head it back. Tuffles has to play defense, and he's going to have to spend some time thinking about how he can get his teammates in the game, how he can get himself in the game. Tuffles has been a non-issue so far. Oh my god, he's almost becoming an issue as he's going to get a shot there, but that one is stopped. Last Narwhal in a perfect position. Another shot comes through, but that one is so far wide. Man, Last Narwhal has just changed the outcome of this team, the complexion of this roster. Him being in net is such a solid place for him to be in, even without one of their star players, one of their first round draft picks, Goldie Boy. The Cleveland Capybaras are putting the belt to the Kings right now. And with only 4 shots on the board for the Kings, they need to find something. Two Wings Earl with another opportunity. That one gets stolen away, though, by Tuffles in the meantime. Akron Kings, they are struggling, they are fighting, but so far nothing turning up green.
As we'll have a delayed penalty called, and it's not something you want to see. I believe it's on the Kings. And it's not something you really want to see when you're down by 1. Especially when shots or goal are not in your favor. Down by 1 on the shot department. And the pressure has been really heavy on them.
AllahFresco taking his time, making sure that he's reviewing that footage, that he's gotten the right call on the right player. As both teams waiting, it will be called. That is the man of the hour, George AVFC, J.R. Goof's pick of the night, who is, instead of finding his puck in the back of the net, will find his butt in the seat of the penalty box. 45 seconds is the difference between Cleveland Capybaras and a 2-0 lead. The question is, can they make it effective? AllahFresco actually is going to take George out. It looks like they might be changing who serves here. That's the one AllahFresco is deciding. He's saying right now, I'm getting word from our referee He's just continuing to make sure that he's finding the right player. Yep, it's going to be called, it's a too many men penalty, and that means that the team gets to decide who they want to put in that penalty box. They decided George was not the right man to do it. They said, Verga, you take that time for us, and I think that's the right call if you're the Akron Kings coach. I think George FC's been a much better player. Penguin finds a free shot off the pullback of VTR. It's going to go bouncing off the post, though, and Sotos is going to be saved from another shot getting past him, but they've still got 30 seconds. The puck is firmly in the zone. Penguin trying his best to fight back with Ruling Saturn. Is Ruling Saturn clearing it up the boards? Oh, gets past George, but again, no shot opportunity from Cleveland. They found one so far. Can they find a second? All three lined up. Here's VTR going to try to work it forward. He's still got an opportunity off the rebound. Soto's clear has not been good enough as VTR another pullback. Penguin tries to rip the shot here, but now two Akron Kings members on it, and George FC is still working it forward. This power play has not gone Cleveland's way after that first initial shot goes pounding off the boards. Penguin with another shot, but that one goes so far wide, not even close, and the penalty will end in disappointment for the Cleveland Capybaras, a 2-0 lead. What a way to end this second, but with 2 minutes 45 seconds left to play, there is still time on the board to kill. Verga Wolf now out from the clutches of the penalty box will find no pass, no shot, no opportunity, and the Cleveland Capybaras defense continues to be solid as a rock. Penguin working it forward up to VTR. That pass is a little bit too far for him to do anything with, and Verga Wolf is now struggling against Little Man, who's just more than happy to crouch it down and work it forwards. This is fundamental defense. VTR will send it up to Sotos, but man, Akron Kings offense looks one note and weak.
Yeah, and honestly, they need to start putting on the pressure, heading up the other way, and they got to start putting on shots if they want to find their way back in this one.
Yeah, it's kind of just disappointing here. I expected so much more from this Akron Kings roster, especially with a goalie of the caliber of Sotos in net backing them up, but they've given Sotos nothing to work off of except for an unsavable shot. And Two Wings Earl has been a star in this second line. Can he fight against Tuffles and win? Tuffles will finally get it up, but man, Shadow HYT is going to just send it right back. Tries to find the pass immediately, knew that angle was no good, but he couldn't find it. As now Tuffles is working forward. Jack the Red Fox, nice defense. Tuffles with the pullback, but no response there. Jake the Bear and Killy the Pirate are just kind of sitting in the middle of the ice, you know, singing Kumbaya together, but that's not exactly going to win you games. Tuffles, though, might, and he freezes at the wrong time. Oh no, Tuffles is gone. Sotos will glove it, ungloves it immediately, though. I don't know if he wanted to do that. You might have wanted to just take the penalty right there because you're still missing Tuffles. He's still out of action here. Killy the Pirate and Jack are going to have to suffer and fight. Finally, Ruling Saturn is going to jump up to alleviate the pressure, but now oh no, another shot comes through, and that one is going to go wide, but the stamina for the Akron Kings is going to be all kinds of messed up at the end of this. Luckily, second period will be closing in only 40 seconds, so that's all they have to survive till now. Ruling Saturn working it forward, looking for George, going to find him, but no can do. That pass is not even close. What a shot from VTR. It's going to go bouncing off the post, and he can't find the rebound. The post abuse will not be clean, and VTR will not find himself a second goal, but look, another huge opportunity. VTR and Penguin working together beautifully. Penguin with a pullback, can't find the shot off of it, though. Now George FC working it forward up to Verga Wolf, takes it away, now in the corner. Verga Wolf waiting in the slot. Penguin 47 will be the man covering, and cover he does. George FC finds no shot, finds no purchase, and he knows it too. Little man up to VTR. VTR, one more opportunity as the second period ends. It has only been Cleveland who have managed to find the back of the net, and the Akron Kings struggles continue. Back up to the desk.
Thank you, Sheep, as we take it back up to the desk to analyze on what we just saw in that second period. And it's not a good look if you are a Kings fan, as their shot department hasn't moved much, maybe not even a budge. So I'll toss over to you, Sheep, first. Do you think the Kings need to up on their offense, and how can they do that, and how will they succeed going to the third?
They need to work together. They're not working together as a team. They're playing solo offense, and it's not working. Pass, pass, pass.
Well said. And I'll toss you the quite opposite, Mysterious Fish. What do you think the Capybaras are doing right? What do you think are their cause to success?
I think they're doing really, really well defensively, stopping the Akron Kings. from getting as many shots as they really could be getting. And I think that's been able to translate into them getting majority of the shots in this game, and especially them getting that goal.
And I'll toss over to JR Goof because I believe he knows a lot about goaltending. What do you think is going to be a huge reason why the Kings have stayed in this one, and what do you think Sokos have done right in this game?
You know, he's been there to make the saves he's needed to make. You know, we can't blame him on the goal that went in. It was just a clear shot, just so much space to take that shot. And, you know, P3s aren't the easiest thing ever to save. So you can't blame him for them being down right now, and you could probably say he's the reason that they're still in this game to the point they are.
Yeah, well said. And I know we didn't get over score predictions. I know we're already 2 periods in. Sheep, do you think this game is going to change at all, and we'll head down the line afterwards?
I don't think this game is going to change. I think Cleveland takes this.
All right, Mysterious Fish.
I think Akron will find a way to force overtime and win.
And JR Goof.
I think Akron has to force back. I think we'll see a George AVFC 1982 brace here to bring Akron back into this game.
Yeah, love to hear, as we'll toss it back down to center ice for Sheep to enter the 3rd period.
George has been the man of Jared Goof's affections so far. Unfortunately, he has not been able to do much to make good on that hype. Akron Kings as a whole have been struggling the same way George has. It's just apropos as ruling Saturn. It will get stuffed by Jack the Red Fox. Penguin is going to try to work it forward, but Jack the Red Fox has been a hard defensive player. That's where he stands. That's what he does, and he's been playing his role perfectly so far. Cleveland Capybaras have been relying on VTR being the man of the hour. He's going to rip another shot, and that one almost finds the back of the net. Instead, oh my God, VTR, what a pullback. Almost makes it look scary there, as the Akron Kings defense will hold the line at least for the first half of this 3rd. But the minute is already ticking off the clock, and they haven't found a shot of purchase with. Penguin finds an opportunity. Oh, he's going to take a rip out of Sotos right there. He's going to get called on puck. Sotos can't be happy about that one. Ruling Saturn is going to work it forward, but Penguin will stop him in the meantime. VTR gets his puck stolen away by George FC. Here comes George, sends the pass up to Verga, but guess who's there? Little man, stopping at least Verga from ripping the shot, but not stopping the offensive pressure so far. Akron Kings with a possession here, and it gets stopped by Penguin. Now he's going the other way, and George FC is relegated to playing corner duty once more. Penguin fighting up the boards, George FC fighting up the boards, but guess who's going to win it out? Shadow HYT, who's going to head it right back into the corner as line changes come out for both these teams. Now here comes George working it past one, but little man, just the crouch demon he's been, and he's been stopping this team again and again. Shadow HYT with a wide open shot, but he can't find purchase in the back of the net here, and Sotos will be saved. Jake the Bear now with Killy and Tuffles. This second line has been the Tuffle show for the Akron Kings, as Two Wings Earl will get it into the middle, but that's too close for the goalie to like, and Sotos will get it right back out. Two Wings Earl again gets beaten by Tuffles this time, and now he's got some space. Can he get it past Jack the Red Fox? Oh, Jack the Red Fox, what a hit. Tuffles gets shut down in the middle of it, and this man, who's such a high round draft pick, is not doing anything for his team. He's not finding a shot. He's not found a goal. He's not done anything. This second line has been weak, and they just haven't done anything so far. Akron Kings, only 4 shots to their name. They've been getting beaten down time and time again, and the Cleveland Capybaras are more than happy to keep that status quo.
Yeah, and honestly, well said, as both teams haven't really smudged a bit. Still 8-4, and honestly, not a lot has happened in this 3rd period, so hope to see a bit more.
Tuffles trying his best to stop VTR. He'll be successful, but guess who is waiting in the wings? Jack the Fox is playing some phenomenal clears right here, just sending it right up to VTR, letting him wreak havoc. It's been a great strategy, and Tuffles very low stamina, but he's still active. Oh, tries to get it out there, but the last Narwhal hits it away as the penalty will take effect. This one is going to be called, I believe, on the Cleveland Capybaras. Yep, VTR in the penalty box.
Yeah, and as we see, TOs are being called left, right, and center. Well played from Bernie W to get his star players out there, as it's do or die for their team. Win, stay playing, lose, go home, and maybe book a tea time for 3. but I don't know what's going to happen here. They're going to hope for a goal and hope to make their way back in this one.
Yeah, and timeouts, this is a huge call. If you don't know, timeouts actually reset the stamina of the players, so most coaches will use them as a way to just reset the stamina, get their best players out there when they've just left the ice, and this is the perfect time to use the one. You've got a penalty, you've got a power play, you've got all the time in the world, you've got a pullback, you've got Ruling Saturn in the middle of the ice, but Shadow HYT and Jack the Red Fox are more than happy to stop it. Last Narwhal will not find a shot yet. Another pass comes through, but George can't find anything. He's got some space now, but look at the defense from Cleveland. They are just hunkering down and holding them in the back. Shadow HYT is just going to hold him in the corner here, just takes it right behind his own net. He's trying to work it forward, but George FC can't find a pass forward. Jack the Red Fox waiting in the middle, and Tuffles and Ruling Saturn are waiting on the wings, trying to find a pass from George, and none is coming. Shadow HYT, he's a goalie. He's a goalie, and he's absolutely destroying this team. Jack the Red Fox with a great crouch, and this power play ends up with nothing except an aggressive possession from Shadow HYT. Are you kidding me? The Akron Kings are looking apathetic out there. Nothing happening, nothing going their way, and nothing being done to change it. And that might be the worst part of it all. The Cleveland Capybaras have found one goal from VTR, and they will run to the bank with it. 1 minute and 45 seconds is the difference maker between an absolute embarrassment game for the Akron Kings and an upset from the Cleveland Capybaras. Virgo Wolf working forward. What a pullback from Penguin. Now working forward to VTR, who's got another opportunity. No, can do. Tuffles takes it away, but it just shows that the pressure is real and the Akron Kings offense is invisible. VTR, Penguin working together. VTR, another shot. Oh, who else but VTR to shut the door on the hopes and the dreams of the Akron Kings?
As VTR finds the loose puck again, and basically from the same spot fires a P3 straight down and sneaks by, I believe it was on the left side, and the dreams of the Kings are starting to fade, and you gotta realize that this is an embarrassment to the organization. I mean, no one went into this game thinking it would be 2-0 in the other way for the Capybaras, and honestly, Birdie W must be furious on the bench right now.
It's a catch-22, it seems, for the Akron Kings. The moment you stop playing defense, you get scored on, and the moment you start playing offense, well, you're going to get nothing done there. It's bad. It is so bad from the Akron Kings, and with 2 goals down and with only 1 minute left to play, they need to find something very quickly, and Last Narwhal has been such a phenomenal goalie so far. I mean, we saw him in the earlier series today, just putting on a master class in his very first game in the BHLFC, and now in the second game he is pitching what is to be a beautiful game going forward. Akron Kings now with 1 minute left. What can they find? Can they beat Jack the Red Fox, and can they rip a half-decent shot on net? Tuffles is the man to look out for. Ruling Saturn, another furious player. VTR is just going to beat them all, though. He's going to rip another shot, and again, Sotos is being the saving grace for this team, but his team has not been able to return the favor. Now 1 minute left on the clock, 50 seconds as the clock ticks down, and VTR continues to maintain control of his puck. Finally, Tuffles is going to steal it right back, but Tuffles, oh no, he's going to give it up again. That puck finally hits up to mid, but guess who's there? Jack the Red Fox, the clear machine, the defensive god, playing perfectly for the Cleveland Capybaras. Tuffles now fighting with VTR, but oh my god, VTR! You're so disgusting! You're so gross! And it is just mustard on top of this beautiful bologna sandwich that Cleveland has constructed for us. Another goal!
And VTR, the hero of the night, the man that swooped in and saved the day, buries another one, gets it 3, and is it safe to say the Cinderella story has been completed heading into the finals?
Cinderella story, we're halfway there, I'd say. The Cleveland Capybaras have made it to where they wanted to be, the finals where nobody predicted them to go. The question is, when they're in those finals, what are they going to do? Because waiting for them are the behemoths of this tournament, the clear favorites since day one. It has been the San Francisco Silly Cats that have been the dominant team as this clock ticks down 3-0 and a big fat 3-0-2. I talk a lot about Last Narwhal being a phenomenal goalie, but he has not been needed in this game. It has been Cleveland show all the way down, and that puck that finally trickles past does nothing. Capybaras cap off a dominant win against the Akron Kings, and they are your second team in the finals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the BHLFC is not over yet because we've got 2 more games on the docket. Those will be happening on Saturday, the third place decider game and the final versus of the Cleveland Capybaras versus the San Francisco Silly Cats. That's not all, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to find when that's happening, where that's happening, and what time it's going down, well, you've got to check out blockey.net. That's our website, and that's where you'll find all the information on your favorite teams and all of your favorite leagues. If you want to support charity, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a charity tournament for cancer. So go down to that store, click that link, and buy yourself some beautiful cosmetics that also have a benefit of supporting fighting against cancer, I should say, not supporting cancer, fighting against cancer. So buy those cosmetics, get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Sheep003, your referee has been AllahFresco, and your production has been headed by the ever wonderful Youppi. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.